All right, we rolling.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadosh.
That's the true name of the Heavenly Father and His Son.
That's right.
It's not Jesus, nobody else. We give double honors to our elders of GMS who rule well, and peace and salutation to the Lake Akim on the four corners, pushing this truth, going outside, rain, sleet, snow, hail, in season, out of season, pushing this truth, sincerity, peace be unto you, and shalom. And if it wasn't for the prophets that's actually going outside, a lot of y'all wouldn't know that y'all Israelites. A lot of y'all would, you got a lot of keyboard prophets, that basically they know that they Israelites. But how did this truth get pushed out? It's because the prophecies about how the watchers, they found you. You was looking through the city, through the gates, and then you came up. Perfect.
Song of Solomon 3:1. By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth. I saw him, but I found him not.
So Yahweh Shai, he says, I stand at the door and knock. You seek, you will find. But you have to come and seek with a sincere heart. Can we start from the top again?
Song of Solomon 3:1. By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth.
So it says, notice it says at the night. Usually at night, you're in bed, you're going to sleep. You're up. You can't go to sleep. You basically yearn for this truth. You ever been where you can't go to bed and it's time for you to go to bed? Well, you yearn for this truth. You actually up. Go ahead. And Dave almost said it. And then, actually we're in the middle of the night also right now as well. Go ahead.
It says, I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not.
Because a lot of us, we went and sought him through the Christian church. Something ain't right. I'm not feeling this. Some of us sought him through Islam or whatever Abrahamic religions, and we didn't find him. There's something there's missing. Scripture talks about Isaiah, St. John chapter 4, he that drinks of this water shall not thirst. So you go to different wells and you still thirsty. You don't understand what's going on. So you looking for him and you're not finding him. You know that this white person with blonde hair, blue eyes can't be him. So you keep searching. Go ahead.
I will rise now and go about the city in the streets.
On the comment boards. Go ahead.
In the streets.
In the streets. That's where you're going to go out and find them. Because the scripture says also, where two or three are gathered, there I am in the midst of thee. Right. When you're on the comment board, you by yourself. You want to be dwelling in the midst of the prophets. Go ahead. You think the prophets, that they were, they were accessible. You have to know when they went when Saul went to go look for his father, I think either sheep or oxen.
Sheep.
Sheep. Okay, yeah, kind of sheep. His servant told him that there was a prophet. Okay. And what did they do? They knew where to go. He was outside. You would go out, you could see him. They would oftentimes see him to go do the sacrifices. So he was accessible. Go ahead.
I will rise now and go about the city in the streets and in the broad ways. I will seek him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. The watchmen that go about the city found me, to whom I said, saw ye him whom my soul loveth? It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth.
So it said the watchman. So what does a watchman do? A watchman keeps watch of the city. And a watchman keeps watch of the city. He has his horn, he blows it with his trumpet. And so the watchmen are going to be out. They're standing on their watch. They're looking to see, they're watching prophecies, they're looking to see what's going on. So that's what a prophet is going to be doing. That's what a watchman is going to be doing. So they're looking and they're like, okay, yeah, that's one of them. They said the watchman found me. Apostle Tahar has that personal testimony. You have a lot of brothers who have that personal testimony. When in the days of One West, when One West was initially being established, and you had a high priest, Abba Bivens, or if you can receive it, Elijah the prophet was out teaching. You couldn't go on YouTube and go and Google Abba Bivens teaching.
You might know count.
You had to go and see him. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Finish
the song.
Not yet.
Okay. It says, I held him and would not let him go. Showing you that with this truth, you're supposed to hold on to it and not let it go. Yahweh said, that which thou hast already, hold fast till I come, that no man take thy crown. All we got is this truth. That's all we got. It says, until I have brought him into my mother's house and into the chamber of her that conceived.
That's
important.
You gotta know. You
So
gotta just pull it.
now you have us, you know, you have brothers out here that's going out and teaching and laboring, and because they're out teaching and laboring, that's how a lot of brothers are waking up and finding out, okay, all right, we're Israel. We gotta turn back. You know, it's not, you know, and it's also it's encouraging to see other brothers out there teaching. You know, because Scripture says, you know, prophets before me and before thee prophesied against the downfall of many great kingdoms. You know, they're not doing that from their keyboard and sitting back. You know, prophets, when the Most High told Jeremiah, you know, to go prophesy, he didn't want to do it. When Jonah was told, he said he was too young. When the Most High told Jonah to go prophesy, he didn't want to do it. He left. Why? Because he had to go see him face to face. He had to be outside. He had to go talk to him. He didn't want to do it, but it's something that you have to do it. Revelations 10, where we'll get that a little bit later, where it said we must prophesy again. But we have to go out and prophesy and tell them that this is the downfall of their kingdom.
They call you.
No.
Sorry, you good?
This is 1 Samuel 9 and 9.
You gotta charge.
Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of Yahweh, thus he spoke,
Yeah.
and come, let us
call my
go
one?
to
We
a
call.
seer. For he that is now
We gotta
called a
charge it.
prophet was before time called a seer. Now, when a man wanted to inquire anything about, like even Saul, when he was looking for his asses, or his father's asses, hey, the guy that was with him told him that, hey, there's a seer in this land over here. Let's go inquire of him to see which way we should go after that. Hey, and when they met Saul, hey, Saul told him that he told him that he ain't got to look no more. His ass, the father's asses was found, and they was with him.
That is, you got another one.
I got another one. This is Isaiah 30 and verse 20.
And another thing too is about a lot of, you know, keyboard warriors. You know, a lot of them first they learn under everybody. A lot of them they learn under everybody, and they got, you know, all different type of philosophies. They might tell you one thing and then they'll tell you a whole bunch of other stuff that's completely off. So you have to actually be part of a body. You know, Most High, we have churches that were set up. It didn't have a whole bunch of everybody a solo lone wolf just doing their own thing. You know, you had churches, you had structures.
Like the Church of Philemon. The church in this.
Like Yahushua, when he sent them out, he sent them out 2 and 2. He set up camps. This is Isaiah.
Because also the scripture says you shall know them by their fruits. You know, a tree is going to bear fruit. So if you are a lone wolf, you're not going to be alone for that long. Brothers are going to come to you. And here you are, you have this tree, and you should be grafted into this tree. So if you being a lone wolf, you know, that's not the spirit that the Heavenly Father wants out here.
The scripture say 2 is better than 1.
God.
This is Isaiah 30 and 20. So Yahweh Bashim shall give me the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into the corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers, and thy ears shall hear the word behind thee
You got a
says,
cord?
this is the way, walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left.
Sorry.
Hey, it was something about Great Millstone. That's the reason why I hooked up with Great Millstone. Because, hey, first I was looking at Great Millstone, then I seen IUIC, I seen Comfy, you know, and none of them was
Cool.
I ain't gravitate to
Wow.
them. Hey, when I heard that name, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, I was like, that's it. Hey, I didn't mess around no more. I was seeing Comfy walking around like he's a big ass star, jumping out of motherfucking what's that? Was it Bentley he was getting out of? And he was going to a motherfucking club and shit, like he's some type of rap star. And then I'll see IUIC doing rap shit. I was seeing motherfucking Sakari doing rap shit. I was like, this shit ain't right. This ain't what I'm looking for. I was looking for to get the truth. I wasn't looking to be entertained. You know, and hey, a lot of you people need to be in the same mindset where you're not in it to just be entertained.
Yeah. Because the truth isn't always an entertainment. There's good to it, but you gotta accept the bad parts of it, the parts where talk about you dying, the parts of you going in prison. Those parts aren't the entertainment and fun of those parts. Jake kind of shuns and ignores, but those things are written. Jacob's trouble is going to happen to all of us, man. Just the difference is the Lord will be with us, and even then, we may get in prison. You may get put to death, but you have to still keep the faith. Be how about Shemi Al Shai.
Please up. Can you get Luke 10 and 2?
Yeah.
You still got a free sub? Yeah.
You can grab yours first. Grab it. Grab this after. I get it after. Yeah, after you start grabbing the free sub.
This is just going into your Song of Solomon, where it says the watchmen were in the streets. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So wisdom is going to be out in the streets, man. The brother brought out Isaiah 30 and 20. You know, your eyes shall see thy teachers.
You got to start at 1.
Yeah, kind of. This is the scripture I was thinking about when I said Yahweh Shai send them out 2 by 2. This is Luke 10 and 1. After these things, Yahweh Shai appointed others to 70 also, and sent them 2 and 2 before his face into every city and place whither he himself would come. Therefore he said unto them, the harvest is truly great.
So the harvest is, when you harvest, you basically collect it. So the harvest will be the elect. Go ahead.
But the laborers are few.
So the laborers are the ones that's doing the work, the ones that's outside. Now, the internet does serve its purpose. You have the unicorn that goes out day and night, utters his speech. So the internet is a useful tool, but that is not the only way that you go out and you teach. You think I'm gonna just upload, because you have shadow bans, you have channels getting clipped left and right. But guess what? If the channels get clipped left and right, guess what? You still got prophets that you can walk and see in your city. You got certain words that you can't say that will get your channel clipped. So, but you have your prophets that you can see. You can go out and see them. Go ahead.
Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers to his harvest. Go your way.
So more people outside doing the work. That's what we're gonna pray for. Because guess what? The more people we have out teaching, the more people Israel's gonna wake up. Every channel that gets clipped off, all that is just goes to show, it just more so validates us, and then more channels pop up. I mean, this truth, there's nothing you can do against this truth. Go ahead.
Go your ways. Behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves. Carry neither purse, nor scrip, nor shoes, and salute no man by the way. And whatsoever house ye enter first.
So that sounds like they actually outside doing work. Doesn't sound like they're in the comfort of their home, you know, just saying con, you know, sipping, you know, a pina colada or whatever. Go ahead.
Carry neither purse nor scrip, and salute no man in the way. And to whosoever house ye enter, first say peace.
That's good.
Be to this house.
God, so you want to go outside, you want to be able to establish, okay, all right, because you have first you have prophets, but then you have, you know, prophets where, you know, Mosai has, you know, plenty, you know, of prophets, but you want to be able to, you know, make yourself, you know, available to people, you know, because we come out here, you know, we're putting our lives as a sacrifice. You know, you on the internet, that's not really doing anything. You know, so a lot of people wouldn't know that they Israelites unless you had the watchmen going outside waking people up. Now, with that being said, it's also the watchmen out here that's actually stirring up this place because they see that the temple is being built. They watching the third temple being built before their eyes. And it's not because they're seeing it on the internet. You know, Esau can, you know, clip a channel or whatever, but he actually goes to see, okay, there's brothers in New York, there's brothers in Baltimore, there's brothers in Orlando, there's brothers in Chicago, there's brothers in Hawaii, there's brothers in Germany, there's brothers in Holland. You seeing this, all these stones starting to come together. And then, you know, this is what's, we're standing up and fear is coming into them. And they're starting to realize, oh shoot, you know, we spent all this money to try to make sure that they're not Israel, and guess what they're finding out? The crafty counsel that they took, the Most High made foolish that counsel. So now we still finding out. So you basically did it for nothing.
That's why one of them Edomites said we wish we never made the internet or something like that.
I remember when I first started coming to truth, I seen that video where the rabbis came up to the elder apostles of great GMS and said, we paid millions of dollars for this not to come out. And I was like, these the guys. You know, I was looking at them and I was like, this is where I need to be at. You know, and then when I came to this camp, I was on that side of the line like some of you brothers are. And I was asking the brothers questions, you know, try to find out what's going on. You know, hey, when you get a chance to be around brothers, hey, it's never a bad time to ask questions about this thing. You know?
Hey, and now you got, you know, it's appearing more in mainstream. A lot of this, but guess what? It wouldn't be appearing in mainstream if it wasn't starting here at first, because a lot of people like your Kanye West, your Kyrie Irvings, they have the courage to say that because they see that they saw their watchmen saying it, and so now they have courage for a moment, and then you know you go back and apologize, and so this thing is stirring up. It's stirring up these small hats. These small hats. I think brother said in the group chat that Biden has this like anti-Semitism bill or whatever that they're trying to push. I'm personally seeing anti-Semitic commercials on my YouTube. You know, all of a sudden, I wasn't seeing that before. You know, but this goes to show how much this is stirring up and getting to them. You know, we're going in the gates of the noble, shaking things up. You know, they not liking that. This is what they were saying. You know, in the land that you are not my people. And so now, what's that? Hosea chapter 1. Yeah, you know exactly where it's at. It should be like 10 or maybe 11 or 12. So we're starting to wake up because this doesn't apply to anybody else. When were these small hats put on the ships to fulfill the curses of Deuteronomy 28, verse 68? When were these small hats taken away from their heritage and stripped from their language.
All right, this is Hosea chapter 1 and verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
So it's saying over here that we're not those people. Y'all Hamites. You know, y'all, we don't know who y'all are. Or the Edomites are the so-called black terrors of the nation. All types of weird, wacky shit stuff. Go ahead. That's a shame. You got, you know, Israel perfuting the doctrine. Go ahead. But that goes to show that, you know, Timothy, the latter days shall fall from the faith. Go ahead.
Years. It's go back up. It says, come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
And who's saying it? We're saying it. We're
Right.
saying that. Guess what? We are not, you know, African
Go to
Americans.
Wisdom of Solomon.
We
2.
are, you know, the tribes, and you got the
15.
The stick that we got out here from Ezekiel out here that's showing you, okay, all right, the Benjamites, the so-called Jamaicans, Judah, the so-called African Americans, you know, Naphtali is in Argentina and Chile, and so you have, you know, we're just being told, you know, who we are, and we're waking up.
God, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 25 and verse 7. And it reads, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. All right, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai.
That's all
All right,
right,
he has uncovered who the true Israelites are in this last days and times of so-called Negroes, or so-called Latinos, or so-called Native Americans. It says he shall destroy in this covering cast all the nations. So we know who we are, Esau. We know through the power and spirit of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, we know who you are, Elam. We know who you are, Ishmael. I got one more real quick. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, and I'm going to read verses 3 through 5 just to show that through this word that the Lord is tearing down, all right, all these strongholds that have been over us Israelites, all right? For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. Oh, a stronghold that has been heavy over us, or y'all Africans. The Yahweh Shai is a so-called white man named Jesus Christ. All right, we're casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. And what did Yahweh Shai come to do? He came to let us know that we were his people, all right, the Israelites.
You got that now?
A huge stronghold on the minds of our people is this whole black culture, black this and black that.
Or Latino.
Yeah, that too. But mainly because Judah, they holding on to that black card, and it is to no benefit. You see, so when we come out here and we're telling you that you are Hebrew Israelites, it completely it's contrary to your current thinking. You think black is life, but black is void of light, man. That's it.
And like the brother Ariar said, the Latinos too, they got their fucking culture. Get tattoos all over the face. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's all the tribes.
Yeah,
right?
because the house of David is all Israel.
It's all Israel.
It's all Israel. It's not just Judah. It's not just the northern kingdom. It's all Israel coming together. But you Latinos and Negroes have this thing that you want to stick with, this Latino culture,
Like
which
deaf
it,
culture.
yeah, it's a deaf culture. It's a culture you were taught by your oppressors. The culture you was taught during slavery. This ain't 1818 no more. Nigga, you not gonna be killed for not celebrating Christmas. This ain't it don't work like that no more. You have an option to not celebrate this shit no more. Back then, they could have beat your ass, they could have killed you for it. But now this is what is it? You have a damn what's it they have no cloak for their sin because okay, because at this point in time you have an opportunity to not go after these dumb idols. You have a choice. In other words, you're not getting your head cracked in for reading a book. You have the opportunity to learn who you are, but because it is Latino and black culture, y'all forsake it. Y'all don't want to know who you are.
But
So
you,
no, you got it. No, you got it. No,
But you know, within the past month, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know who you are. All right, for the years you've been told who you are, and especially it's heavy now with all this stuff with Kyrie and Kanye. But this is the book of St. John, chapter 15, in verse 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not slackened, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin.
yeah, because the opportunity is there. You have no cloak for your sin. The opportunity to learn who you are is there. We got it's a big Latino community out here. You got the entire Southwest. Y'all motherfuckers be down here, downtown, walking about. Y'all, you have an opportunity, and you got YouTube. Remember a couple years ago, the It's Great. He said, "I heard the song from who made it? Kendrick Lamar, that I'm an Israelite," and he looked it up. The information is there. Y'all just choosing not to follow it or to accept it. You're still stuck in that. Oh, we gotta celebrate Christmas. We gotta do this. We gotta still do this Thanksgiving stuff. We still have to do. You don't.
It's Jake's at my job. They work overtime. Just they said because you know Christmas coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta miss camp for Christmas.
Yeah.
I can't come to camp today, brothers.
They open up the prison.
They open up in prisons.
Jeremiah 10 and 2.
Well, yeah.
And thus saith Yahweh by Simeon Shai, learn out the way of the heathen, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the custom of people are vain. For one cut up a tree out of the forest, the works of a hand every worksman. And with an axe, and they deck with silver and gold, and they fast with nails, and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. It must neither be born, because it cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for it cannot do evil.
You know what's crazy though? You can Google search origins of Christmas, and it will tell you it's pagan. It will tell you immediately. First thing that pops up, pagan ritual from the Roman Empire.
We doing it for the kids. That's why. We're not doing it we doing it for the kids. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
Teaching the truth.
Yeah, teaching the truth.
Hey, there's no fat red man coming in your coming
No
out your
chimney.
into your house.
No white man. No fat white man. No, I forget who they said. The Christian Vogue or something like that. It's on Google.
And really,
They added
St.
that
Nicholas
shit.
was a killer. He was a mass murderer. The one they try to make as Santa Claus. If you look at the origins of Santa Claus, Saint Nick, he was a mass murderer.
And he would have been a Jake. You know, who are the only saints? The only saints are Israel.
That's right.
That's
That brother said, I heard your brother say that was Oh, it passed. Oh, yeah, because it was.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 15. He is grievous unto us, even unto us. Let me read again. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. And you know, that's what we do. Because when you go back to what we brought out, Hosea 1 and 10, it says that ye are the sons of the living power. So we're telling you that the Heavenly Father is a father figure unto us. That's why he's called the Heavenly Father. You see? And it says that the end of the just is to be blessed. When the Heavenly Father sends Yahushua to come back and to deliver us from this captivity, we're going to be blessed, man. We're going to have the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be changed. We're going to have new bodies. Verse 17, it says, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. And these words are true. That's why in 2nd Ezra, it says that, you know, put these words in the book, for they are faithful and true.
I'm gonna get this real quick about Saint Nicholas, because I don't think he wasn't a Saint Nicholas. There might be another story with Santa Claus actually being like a killer or some shit, but Saint Nicholas wasn't he was a saint. He was a part of the Council of Nicaea also. He could have killed some niggas, I don't know, but this was from just from Google. It says Saint Nicholas of Morai, also known as Nicholas of Bari, was an early Christian bishop of Greek descent, which he wasn't a Greek, he was an Israelite, from the maritime city of Morai in Asia Minor during the time of the Roman Empire, and that would have been the Holy Roman Empire. Because of the many miracles tribute to his intercession, he is also known as Nicholas the Wonder of Workers. So that's just so. And actually, even on Google, the first picture that shows up is a Negro. So that's a Negro right there. That's a straight Negro right there.
All you Edomites out here celebrate.
That's a
Saint
Negro.
Nicholas Day. You celebrate the day.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but that goes back to Maccabees. I want to say 1 and 34 or 3, where the heathens sought to paint the likeness of their own image. And oh, you know where it's at? Okay, good. It's in chapter 3.
He looked like.
Because you got all the iconoclasm out here. You know, I think his name pronounced Yasuki or Yasaki or whatever.
Oh,
he was like the first samurai. I don't know if he was the first samurai, but he was a Jake samurai, and he was the highest ranked samurai. And you would, if you ain't know no better, you would think he's a slant-eyed, goof, but he's not. Go ahead.
This first Maccabees, chapter 3 and 48, it says, and I laid upon the book of the law where the heathens had sought to paint the likenesses of their images.
So they even do this still to this day. You know, you have some superheroes that started off, Jake, and then they'll all of a sudden they'll make them white. All of a sudden, they did that with a lot of these statues that have Jake features. You have paintings. You had the Renaissance era, where they basically went and basically the Dark Ages was so-called us.
It was the Dark Ages.
Right.
The Dark Ages. The Dark
Right.
Ages was the Dark Ages.
Right. And so, but they came out of their caves in fulfillment of Revelations chapter 20.
20.
Came out of the pit, was basically unloosed, and they basically came out their pit to see the whole world. And then they went on a whitewashing frenzy. But they was doing it before in the Maccabees as well.
Yeah.
But then they started doing it yet again.
And then this is another, just to prove a point. This is Christmas origins. Says origins of Christmas stems from both of the pagan and Roman cultures. The Roman actually celebrated two holidays in the month of December. The first was Saturnalia, which was a 2-week festival honoring the god of agriculture, Saturn. On December 25th, they celebrated the birth of Mithra, the sun god. So like the brother said about Esau coming back into power, this is what he came back into power with. All his different philosophies, all his iconoclasm, all his different gods. It's the same thing once again. And going to that Jeremiah 10, that was going into the whole, because it's the same fucking wicked ass holiday. But that goes back to Semiramis and Nimrod. Yep. Him having a child with his fucking mother, his mother wife. They said mother wife. And this is the same society. This is what Esau came back into power with. That's why I said he also that there was 3 spears like frogs, speaking great things. One being his religious system that he brought forth, and now the whole world believes it and follows after it. Unclean spears, yep. And a frog is I see why I said a frog is a nasty goddamn creature. You don't want to touch them damn things.
There's toxic frogs.
Yeah, kill you. You touch one of them frogs, they're fucking. There's a little small blue one. If you touch it, you get through.
I true this. They say some frogs you touch, you get worse.
Yeah, and you get worse. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Got a lot of creations out here.
You got some frogs that those bullfrogs, they'll eat a whole mouth for a rat.
Yep, them bull.
I done seen them. They'll put a rat inside that little tank with a bullfrog. That bullfrog is staring for about like 10 seconds.
Size him up real quick.
Rat go around in circles. He don't even look at him. He just, I know he's around somewhere. And then all of a sudden he'll launch at him.
It's crazy.
Them things are wild. The bullfrogs, they big as hell too.
Real quick, this is Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Perfect.
If not, where and who is he? So, who is the wicked? When you go to Malachi, the 1st chapter, it says that
It's the government.
It's the border of wickedness. What?
That's what niggas say. It's a government.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're all wicked.
And Jake is through. So it says that he covered the faces of the judges thereof. When you go into the Bible, there's a whole book called the Book of Judges. So who are the judges? It's the Israelites, right? And the ultimate judges are the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahushua, right? Because when Yahushua comes back, He's going to judge the earth according to the law. You got it.
So now you have this so-called white man who covers the faces of the judges. You know, like the brother said. You know, so he's the one that's in power. He's the one that's oppressing everybody, and that's what everybody in the world is actually hates. You know, the Chinese, they can't stand them. You know, even though they do business with them, they can't stand them. You have the Russians, and they're Edomites. That's crazy. Edomite. You ever talk about so-called black on black crime? That's Edomite on Edomite crime that's going on over there. You got Esau so bad they don't even like each other. You know, you got the Haitians. You know, their government. You know, they don't they understand. They don't like. Matter of fact, they're the only, to this day, the only people who've ever freed themselves through slavery, which they through their what's that? Isaiah 49. Damn, can you grab that real quick? Because they use a lot of you know, witchcraft and stuff like that. But you have a lot of these other nations that hate, you know, and understand that, you know, Iraq, Iran, you know, Syria, they understand that this who this devil is. They understand who's in power. But it's Jake who doesn't understand who's, you know, who their enemy is. And Jake honestly really mad, but they don't know who to take it out on. That's why they end up shooting each other and shit. You know, they shoot each other in the parking lot of their own damn job. You know, doing stupid, dumb shit like that. You know, but they don't understand who your real, true oppressor is. Because you do have wicked ass Israelites. Can you grab that real quick? Now you do have enemies of our nation. Yes, you have we're gonna have to go through an ethnic cleansing. You know, you have some world leaders that you know they kill their own people to to go leap forward.
We've killed our own people.
Right.
We done did that shit.
Right.
Moses said, look, hey, y'all niggas dying today.
Right.
Yeah, y'all niggas are dying today. Because that's an ethnic cleansing right there. People love the Bible, but hey, Moses took out Israelites. He said,
Right.
kill them niggas. Kill them niggas.
Yeah. And stuff like that. There's some people that they're not gonna get it. They have to go. If you really think about it, like you can't have some people in here like you think you can bring all Israel together. No, some people gotta die.
Shit, even that thing with Thanos happened in the Bible, where he put one on this side and the other on the other side, and he just started firing. That's in the scriptures. They kill half of them.
Con.
You know where it is, like?
It is. I know it's in. I don't know exactly. I know it's in Samuel.
Okay.
I don't know. I know it's somewhere between.
We'll find it later.
Second Samuel.
David did.
Yeah, what David did. Yeah.
Grab that card.
I don't know exactly where it is.
This here is the book of Jeremiah chapter 5 in verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men.
So you have Israelites. That's talking about Israelites. You have some Israelites that are wicked that gotta die. Yes, you have. You have wicked Edomites, but you also have wicked Jake. So you have some Jake that have to die. They'll be back. It's all right. You'll see them in the kingdom. Don't worry. You know, you're gonna see your wicked ass auntie. You're gonna see your wicked ass son. You know, right? Your homosexual uncle. You gonna see him.
He gonna be righteous.
Right.
It's just recycling.
Right.
It's just recycling. It's righteous recycling. You throw it away, and it gets used for something better. That's just righteous recycling.
It's not personal. It's just business.
It's just business, man. I know some cool Jakes out there. Some cool niggas, but y'all just cool. Y'all gotta get recycled. You're no benefit to the Lord, so he has to recycle you.
That's our whole purpose.
Yeah.
Is to be a benefit to the Heavenly Father, to do His will.
Yep.
Right, but you niggas want to do your own will, man. That's why a lot of these Jakes is dying, because they out here doing their own will.
You say dotted?
Dying.
Oh, dying. Okay. Dotted.
Go ahead.
This is Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land shall two parts then be cut off and die. But the third part shall be left therein.
Hey, hold up, Jake. Back to the Moses killed Israelites. That's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same thing. What's the problem? What's the beef? What y'all niggas gotta die? So it has to happen.
When the tribe of Benjamin went off.
Yeah, they killed him.
Killed up. Damn near.
They wiped damn near. They called him Little Benjamin.
Yeah.
They wiped his ass out. What Jake complaining about? The Lord has always skimmed the fat off of Israel.
Hey, what the elder
Cut the
apostle say,
fat.
it's always shifting time.
It's always just
You know?
And you have let's say at your job, and you got your assignments, you got things to do, because this is a job. That's why we're called laborers. We're laboring for that penny. If you got a job and somebody's not doing their job, they gotta get fired. You only give them so many warnings. You holding everybody up. You gotta go. And that's the same thing with Israel. You got, and when you think about that, 2/3, two parts of you. That's a lot of people. Mm-hmm. That is a lot of people. Because if 2/3, that's basically 66.6%, and the 1/3 is 33.3%. So if you just going out in your average day, you see Jakes. Let's say you see 3 Jakes. Every 3 Jakes you see, only one's gonna make it.
Damn.
The other 2 gonna die.
Damn.
That's a lot.
But that's what the scripture says. It says one of a city,
Oh yeah.
2 of a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's legit math right there.
I will bring the third part to the fire, and I will refine them as silver refined, and I will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call upon my name, and I will hear them. And I will say, it is my people, and they will say, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is my power.
Hey, we're being tried through that fire right now. It's going to be more intense. It's going to be way more intense, but we're being tried through the fire right now. You know, but
I was it's like that. I was just and the only name that's being called upon right now on the face of the earth that has any power behind it is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Not no Christ, not no Yah,
Yahshua.
the Yahshua, not no Ahaya. The only name on the face of this earth that got power behind it is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
Put some respect on
Hey,
his
they
name.
be calling his name. Not no Jesus.
No Allah.
Yeah, no,
Not
I know
Allah, not
Jehovah.
Buddha.
You know,
Yeah, you got niggas worshiping Buddha out here. Fucking
You
crazy.
know, and we be calling the Most High name.
That's why he said, behold, my people. Can I get that real quick? Because the Heavenly Father's name is very important. No matter how you try to look at it, if you mispronounce my name, I'm gonna be offended. You see what I'm saying? If you call me something that's not my name, I'm gonna feel some type of way. So imagine the Heavenly Father, and he's a jealous power.
yeah.
You see? Real quick. This is the book of Isaiah. 2.
it showed you in that movie of Black Adam how important names are. When Adam, Black Adam or Teth Adam said Shazam, or first when the woman said it, it woke him up, and he was there to save her. He said, you know, she said his name isn't Shazam, but that's there's power in that. When the Ishmaelite that took the crown of Sabbath, when he basically, after he got killed, he went to hell, and then the demons were like, you got the crown of Sabbath, say our name. He said Sabbath. As soon as he said Sabbath, he got those demonic powers. So there's powers in names, and there's powers in the Heavenly Father's name, and there's powers in His Son's name.
Because it's a vibration that's pushed out. It's a vibration.
You feel it too.
There's like how we speak is through sound waves. It's a wave. It's your vocal cords. That's why like birds can copy like a fucking parrot. It's just copying the sounds he's heard. He's copying the waves he's heard. It's those waves that get pushed out have power in them. And how much more the God who created everything.
And Esau know what this power in words. That's the reason why when you look at TV, you're looking at digital programs. Hey, they show programs. And it's
Crazy.
a broadcast. Hey, it's casting a spell on people.
Out her mind.
And in Hebrew is powerful too, because each letter has a meaning, a numerical meaning, and it has an actual a meaning behind it. So you saying words, they really powerful. When you say Yahweh Shai, there's power in that name, but every character in there has a meaning. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 52:6. Therefore, my people shall know my name. Therefore, they shall know in that day that I am He that doth speak. Behold, it is I. So the Heavenly Father, who is the Heavenly Father's people? The Israelites. And the Heavenly Father is only dealing with the elect. That's why in the book of Sirach, the 17th chapter, it says that the elect shall praise His holy name. See? Exactly.
Matter of fact, in what's that? Revelations, the 14th chapter in a new letter Bible, 16th chapter, they say the name of the Father and the name of the Son name is on their 14th.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can grab it if you want to.
yeah.
Real quick. Blue letter. Revelation chapter 14, verse 1.
All right, brother.
It says, then, in the NLT, Then I saw the Lamb standing on Mount Zion, and with him were 144,000 who had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads.
God.
So you gotta
And
have
like
both.
Kentucky Christians have you thinking that the Lamb is the Most High. But hey, the Lamb is Yahweh Shai, and the King of Heaven is the Most High. But hey, you white Kentucky Christians have you thinking that the Son of Man is the Most High. He was praying to himself the whole time he was in heaven. Hey, the whole time he was on earth, he was praying to himself.
He was a
You know, that don't make no damn sense.
He's the world's greatest ventriloquist.
Hey, the stronghold of Christianity is slowly starting. Some people are starting to slowly wean off of that. Unfortunately, some people are starting to wean off of that and go into other stupid philosophies too. But you have Christian pastors call themselves trying to go into the Bible and stuff like that. You know, this world is starting to, Israel is starting to wake up. Israel, you got Israel. I'm seeing Israelites at my job. I'm seeing a lot of t-shirt and they fringes on Israelites at my job. I wasn't seeing that 10 years ago. You go your daily commute. You go to the grocery store, you'll see somebody. So this truth is starting to pick up. It's starting to pick up momentum. And guess what?
What's he doing?
You have here it is. We're fishermen, and when you're fishing. When you fish, you're not going to catch always. You're going to catch good fish. You're going to catch some wild fish. You're going to catch some catfish. You might catch a
crab.
Right. All types of abomination.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 47. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea.
Yeah, I'll see.
And gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. And the good is the elect, and the bad is the tares, right? And the wicked of our nation. See, because the wicked, even though they're a part of Israel, they're considered bad on this side, right? Because they're not hearkening unto the voice of the Heavenly Father and repenting. Now that goes
They're
back
Gentiles.
to Right, Gentiles. They're in a heathenistic mind. That's why Zechariah says that 2/3 is gonna what? They're gonna be cut off and die, man. They're gonna get cast back into the sea.
This is 2 Corinthians 3 and 4. For the weapon of warfare is not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to pull down the strongholds, and casting down the imagination of every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yahweh by Shimon Shai, and bringing captivity every thought to the obedience of the Messiah. So hey, we chipping away at all these false narratives. Have you thinking that the Lord Yahweh Shai is a white man? Have you thinking that the Most High in Yahweh Shai is the same? Hey, what that Holy Trinity madness bullshit? We pulling that shit down. Hey, we pulling it down that the people that's over there in that land right now ain't the real people. Hey, we bring you down to reality to understand. Hey, what you used to think wasn't what it is, what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and the end of the world is the entire earth being blown up. And we just floating in heaven for the next eternity, and everybody else is in hell, fucking burning to death. And why doesn't Satan get burned? Why is he invulnerable to the heat?
Hey, we pull down that hell doctrine.
Ain't he in trouble?
Right.
Why he ain't getting it burning and shit? Why everybody else got to burn, but he get a pass?
Matter of fact, can you grab
They just take it.
20 and 13, I believe.
Fucking,
He is fire.
he is fire. It's fucking
How
ridiculous.
is Satan in hell when he's the son of Most High and he's talking to him? He talking to him like we talking right now.
He got
Where it coming stop?
he got a pass to come up there that day. He got a hall pass.
Oh, yeah,
He got a hall pass.
Pass.
All right, now get back down there, you bastard.
I thought they was beefing. Why they talking?
Why they talk? Hey, I ain't talking nobody out beef. It's on site. It's on site. I ain't talking to nobody out beef.
He's like, do you know my servant Job?
Yeah.
They just sitting up in heaven just talking.
They even made a bet. I bet if you take or if you touch him, put your hand upon him, that he's gonna forsake you. Right? He said, all right, this is the spirit's life. So ultimately, that just goes to show you that you people don't have any understanding, man. And the fact that we're out here and we're breaking these things down, started with the elders and apostles, and you can't get it, it's not meant for you. It's only for the elect.
Revelation 20:9, and they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the loved city, and fire came down from heaven. Fire came down from Yahweh out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night.
So it
forever
said
and ever.
the devil was cast into the lake of fire. So I thought.
No, he's already there.
Right, yeah. He should be right at home. But it says he's cast into the lake of fire. You know, that goes to show and prove that this whole Hades doctrine, you know, this whole hell is in the middle of the earth, and you know, it doesn't help that it's further perpetuated, you know, by cartoons and the Christian church and stuff like that. Even Mortal Kombat. You got the realms in Mortal Kombat. You got the nether realm that's supposed to be hell. Right.
You got Edenia,
Right.
Outworld, and Chaos.
But damn, brother, you be playing.
You got that game on
Get over here.
This brother said like 5 different things.
And the Edenic realm is supposed to be Eden, supposed to be heaven. You know,
Why they always beefing up there too? They be fighting with each other and shit.
I guess it's supposed to be the war in heaven.
Yeah, that's war. It's fucking madness, man. Bunch of mythologies mixed together into fucking one pot, and people try to put that shit with the Bible. It's confusion, man. That shit don't go with the Bible, man.
Soup don't taste good.
Yeah, that soup gross, man. That it's full of like the golden cup is full of all abominations, man. That shit is not a part of the scriptures. Hell is a fucking dogma, man. That shit came up. That shit was created by a nigga, for one. Constantine came up with that shit. That Dante's Inferno fucking shit. That fucking 8 gates of hell, fucking madness, bro. And the spirit can't.
They had time, bro.
Man, it's like, what are you talking about, bro? What are y'all talking about? They got that shit from them demons, man. They was worshiping them. Them niggas. See, that's why the Lord took down the Dark Ages too, though, because them jakes was not right in the head. A lot of them were wicked as hell. A lot of them, they had the book, but they really didn't understand it. A lot of them were fucking evil as fuck, man. Constantine was no righteous man at all, man. That nigga was crazy. Going after what his mama said. Oh, Tupac ass nigga.
I was gonna bring this one back out. This is the first Maccabees chapter 3 and 48. It says, "I lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images." Now, like I said, when we were talking about that hell doctrine, you know, it's not no little red dude in a red suit with a little scepter. No, man, because if you actually like compare Greek mythology, and crazy, like some brothers say, yeah, Maccabees is in the Greek times, the Greek captivity, and then you paint the scriptures, the Christian version is very similar. Like I said, you have so-called, you got God, you
Got Hades.
yeah, you got Satan, you got Hades. Then you had a savior, which was Yahweh Shai to us. Then to the heathen, you had Hercules. So, like I said, that's where you, like you said, those little philosophies, like a lot of these mythologies has been put
It was mixed with the Bible. It was all mixed with the. They were taking all these during that time. They were taking Greek and heathenistic customs and mixing it with the scriptures. The whole, that whole immaculate conception is from Greek mythology, which really came from Zeus. That's why these dumbass Christians think, who is that? What angel came to them? Gabriel, the archangel, fucking had sex with Mary and brought forth Yahushua. No, motherfucker, are you out of your mind? There is a virgin birth. No, there's no such thing as a virgin birth. Look up your words.
Yahushua even said that in the spirit world, the angels don't have sex.
Yeah.
So how can an angel have sex on earth? If when you dead, you like the angels in heaven.
Yep.
This is a
These
this
like
is
these
special,
special
man.
philosophies, man. These people, man. I really had a chick like literally say, man, I can't wait till Leland come back. I'm like, what the fuck is?
I don't even know what that is. Even Solomon said Solomon being the wisest man says no other way for man to enter upon the earth. Wisdom of Solomon 7 is through the. Oh, you got that? Yeah, you grab it.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 and verse 1. I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man and the pleasure that came with sleep.
Yep, that's how all man enters earth. They go through the matrix. A woman's womb. That's how you enter this life. That's how you come in this plane. There's no other way that you can enter this plane but through being born a man, or being born a man or a woman.
I got born.
Yep.
And when I was born, I drew in the common air and fell upon the earth, which is off like nature, and the first voice which I uttered with crying as all others do. I was nursed in swaddling clothes, and that with cares. For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. For all men have one entrance into life, and the light going out.
That's why Melchizedek wasn't a mortal man. That's why he said, "Look, I'm gonna come back." He said, "I'm gonna come back as Isaac," because he wasn't about to stay on the earth as he was as Melchizedek. He came down, said what he had to say, and he dipped out and he came back as who? Isaac.
Yeah, he said like he had no record of his birth. And
Yeah, 'cause he
he
didn't have none of that.
Yeah, he popped out of nowhere.
He popped up. He popped up on the scene. The blessing was gave unto Abraham, and he told him, "Look, I'm gonna come back as your seed, as you that. Look, I'm gonna basically say I'm be Isaac, be your kid."
I got two real quick. This is Galatians, just to back the brother up with Wisdom of Solomon. Galatians 4:4. But when the fullness of time was come, Yahweh sent forth his son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. And it said that no king came unto the earth, but by that way. And Yahweh Shai is a king, man. He was made of a woman. That woman was married, right? And his father was Joseph. And you got a lot of people that saying that Joseph never touched Mary.
Oh no, Joseph touched Mary.
Come on now.
He got in them
He
cheeks.
was in there.
God,
And he had to hide her.
Hey, that's the reason why he probably put it away.
Yeah, because he did it before it was time. He said, "Oh shit,
He was like, damn.
damn."
A lot of people don't even realize that Yahushua had biological brothers.
God.
That followed, so I'm following him.
Where did the brothers come from?
Yeah, how was they
came from
born?
the angel too?
Yeah, they came from the angel too. The fuck?
One more real quick. This is Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth hath commanded, and his spirit hath gathered them. So, just to tie that in with what the brother brought out, how they were mixing those philosophies. They was mixing the Greek. Mythology with the Bible. But it says that none shall want her mate. You can't compare any other book or any other knowledge on this earth with the Bible, man, because this word is holy. That's why it's called the Holy Bible. It's separated. You got it.
You know, and so if everything has come to pass, that means somebody got to be the wicked, 2/3 got to die. Somebody got to be a 2/3. The bastard got to dwell in Ashdod. You know, somebody got to be our slaves. You know, like in Revelation 13:9, that's the faith, patience, and the faith of the saints. And anybody who has a ruling class mentality and you got a king type mentality, you want slaves. You're not saying, okay, I just love working. That's BS. I don't like working. Shit, if I could just sit and have, you know, service do it for me, I'd do that.
Yeah.
You know, working, that mentality of wanting to labor for your oppressor and make him richer. That's a slave mentality. You know, we do it because we have to do it, but that's not something that you say, oh, I just got to go to work. No, I don't. You know.
Hey, niggas saying I love being oppressed.
Right.
What kind of shit is that?
Hey, you'll have a Jake on the job. He had been the job for 20 years, and he got like 2 months of PTO time, and they use nothing because he just love. He ain't never called off. He just love, you know, going to work. He ain't never used his PTO time. Love mass. Right. You know, this is not. You know, this is our captivity. You know, the saints. You know, matter of fact, Chris, like you grab Revelation 12, I believe, chapter 11. I mean, not chapter 11. Revelation chapter 12, and I think verse 11.
Okay.
And it might be to 10. I mean, not to 12, possibly.
Okay. This here is the book of Revelation, chapter 12. You say verse 9, bro?
11. I think it's 11.
Okay, 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. All right, Yahushua, and by the word of their testimony.
So it wasn't through our own will and our own power of picking up stones like the brother brought out before. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. You know, so Yahushua, you know, the Lamb is going to be the one that's going to redeem us. Go ahead.
Right. And they loved not their lives unto death.
Why don't you love your life? Because you understand this is oppression. You understand that you're going through the curses. You know, even though we know we're waking up, you're still subject to payments. You're still under, you know, this rule. You're still going to get a flat tire at the absolute worst time. You know, you just late to work. You got just enough time. You got a flat tire. You just got another flat tire from the other side. You know, last week. You know, you gotta go through that. You know, you're gonna get paid, have just enough money, and then all of a sudden, a bill gonna come out of nowhere, or you know, your bank, you know, extract some money. You got what they call that? Overdraft fees. You know, so you gonna hate it, and the Most High will if you already elect, the Most High will constantly remind you why you hate this place. You have a little bit of good time, man, it ain't so bad. And then all of a sudden something bad, like, oh man. And then you can't wait to come back to camp, you know, to vent out your frustration because you understand that, man, you know, you hate this place. Moses was living good. Moses, when he was when he was in Egypt, he was living good. He wasn't, of the low class, but he chose to suffer. You know why? Because he understands that, okay, my people are, in oppression, so I have to do something. Here we are in modern day Egypt. So you're not gonna love this life. Neither did Moses love the life that he was living. He hated it. He hated seeing his Hebrew servant, his fellow Hebrew brother smite another fellow Hebrew. But you got people here that are not saints, that they love this place. You can see about the dreams and aspirations that they have, how passionately they talk about their dreams and aspirations. And you like, man, you want to be here. You want this place to go on. You can't wait to see, the PS6, 7, 8, 9. You can't wait to see, the speed rail they're gonna build in Detroit. You can't wait to, all this major invention. You looking forward to, your retirement that's, 40 years away. You love this place. This place is not our rest. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 11 and 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh by Shai than enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Esteeming the reproach of the Messiah, greater riches and treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense for the reward of the reward. And Moses, he could have been still been decked out in the kingdom, in the kingdom of the Hamites. He could have been good, but he refused that. And he came into the service of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And he stayed meek and lowly while he was doing it the whole time. And that's one thing that the Most High kept saying about him. There's nobody like Moses out of all the people that was in Israel, even when he came down and struck his sister with leprosy. He said, I talked to him mouth to mouth. There's nobody like Moses of all you people.
Somebody, you said you had something, right?
Yeah. It says the precept that brother had me grab in the latter part. It says, and they love not their lives unto death. All right, because the elect, one thing that they're gonna have, like it says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. All right, I'm gonna grab this real quick. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord Yahweh shall fight for you. All right, so that's the mindset that we need to be in, to strive for the truth. We're not loving this life because we know through faith, like the brother Inajas got, that we got better things than this shit that's going on right now.
Somebody talk for a second.
Any brother got a precept? Bring it out.
This is laying back that last part.
Strive, Sirach 4:28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord Yahweh shall fight for you.
It says, because in the book of Exodus, you know, if you put the Lord first, and I'm going to grab Exodus 14 and 14, it says the Lord shall fight for you and shall hold your peace. And like I said, that's just us following the law, statutes, commandments of these scriptures. Like I say, there's a lot of wisdom in it. Just a little testimony. You know, Jake, you know, we go to the liquor stores, we should be in the corners. And, you know, when you apply the wisdom, you know, you might see a girl, you know. I was like, let me go talk to this girl. She was looking beautiful. I'm like, oh. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to use wisdom because, you know, Jake has a lot of light. Jake doesn't like to be, what's the word I want to use? They get easily offended. So, you know, I was like, let me use my wisdom, you know. I'm like, excuse me, sir. I'm like, that's your woman? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, my fault. He's like, you know, you cool. You good, bro. You know, I'm getting the dudes I got to, like, you know, shoot and stuff. I'm like, oh, bro. He's all, yeah, I was like, quick to set you up. You know, so I'm like, you know, still getting my little yan. Dude was so cool. He was like, you know what? Put his drink on my bill. He's like, he got respect. And like I said, because the Lord, you know, it says in Romans, I'll grab that too. Romans 12. And 18, it says, if you be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. So like I said, you won't want us caught strife. You know, Jay really is really cool. Like I said, you know what, the thing is, when you come to these scriptures, you don't come in to step on the next brother's toe. All right? But like I said, then you said, using that wisdom, you know, the Lord, you know, got me out of a situation where, you know, it could have solved. That's it on that one.
You know, so with everything that's going on, you have to this place. that's basically wicked and we can't prosper in. This is the reason why we hate this place, but also we want this place to be destroyed. I remember growing up, I hated school. I used to wish the school would blow up. I honestly used to wish that. I used to hate going to school, and now that I got older, and matter of fact, it's not just occurred to me, but not college, but high school education diploma didn't do anything for me, because what I'm doing don't require it. I wasted damn near all my time in school. You learn, your alphabet, you know how to read, you know how to do math, but other than that, you waste all your time in school. So you hate this place. I wanted the school to blow up, and now what? The elect want this America to blow up. And guess what? Our wish or our prayer will be granted. This place is on borrowed time. This place has you have the arrows, which are talked about in the prophet saw. They were basically ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. They have multiple warheads on them. And guess what? These nations don't have them just for decorations. Like they just spending all this money to create and test these nuclear weapons just to I just like this for decoration. No, they plan on using them. Where's the main place they plan on using this? Against America. They're going to burn this place with fire. This is the lake of fire right here.
Kim Jong-un just recently posed for a picture next to a nuclear cloud. It went up.
That's a flex right there.
And he said he got the technology where he could send an undetected missile over here to America. So it's high time to be fair, hoping that you be delivered from those things. Because nobody's saved. You are saved when you actually get delivered from the impending destruction that's going to happen. That's when you're saved.
That's right.
Get that.
Oh, you're right. You got it.
Okay, can I go up? What's scripture?
I think it's Isaiah 24 and 20, I believe.
I just gonna go up with scripture.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 24 and 19. The earth is broken down, and the earth is clean and dissolved. The earth is moving sealed. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
So the scripture says the earth shall move to and fro like a drunkard. You ever seen a drunk staggering back and forth? Well, that's how this earth is going to be moving. So this earth, there's going to be something that's going to happen. Now, there's earthquakes, there's tsunamis, there's all types of natural disasters that does not make the earth reel to and fro like a drunkard. So there's going to be something that's going to happen to make this earth do that. And what has the power to do that is that these ICBMs, these nuclear missiles. That's what's going to hit. When they hit this earth, it's going to go back and forth, like a drunkard. You have these arrows that are going to be released. It talks about the horse. What's that? Revelations, I think. Is it 9 or no? It can't be 9. I think maybe. It's like it'll come to me. But basically, basically you have the arrows that's going to hit and land on this place. Is going to make this place. The whole earth is not going to be destroyed. So Ecclesiastes 1, and I think verse 3 or verse 4 says, one generation cometh, one generation passeth, but the earth abideth forever. So there's always going to be an earth. There's always going to be people dwelling on this earth. So this earth that we're standing on right now, specifically this land right here in America, is what's going to be completely destroyed to where nobody's going to be inhabiting this place. There's not going to be anybody that's going to come by and say, matter of fact, let me come. There ain't going to be none of that. You got your precept?
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 1. Thus said the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind, and will Babylon banners that shall fan her and shall employ,
Empty.
that shall empty her lands, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round and about.
Precept.
Okay, because like, you know, this country had committed so many sins to where, you know, the Lord is gonna, you know, pretty much get his elect, okay, get them in the chariots, but like 2/3 heathen nations that's here gonna burn to a crisp. But that's a beautiful thing though, because you know we want to get out of here because we know there's nothing here for us.
Hey, the scriptures say it says reach all the way up into the heavens.
Got one. Land back further, this Revelation chapter 17 at the top. It says, and there come one of the 7 angels which had the 7 veils, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I'll show you the judgment of the great whore that sit upon many waters. That's talking about this place. Now, I was watching the old video from my older apostle Ramblon, you know, doing the compare and contrast with what a whore is. Because, you know, a whore deals with multiple men. You know, you might have a man to do her nails, a man to give her a ride, a man to get her some food. And that's how this place, because American is known as for a lot of their import and export. But, you know, as soon as another country got like oil, who's over there? America. If another country has gold, who's over there? America. And that's why, like I said, that's how that war is, man. And then, like I said, a lot of philosophies has been taken from this war too. You see suits, everybody's at the United Nations.
Hey, the brother got a point right there because, hey, America, they call themselves the world watchdog, but hey, where are they at? Where there ain't no resources in the ground? Hey, you never see them there. Hey, you never see America go over there where there is people getting killed in the street all day long if there's no natural resources in that ground. Hey, America's right there, Johnny on the spot. Hey, you got diamonds there? Oh, we here. Hey, you got oil there? Oh, we here. Hey, soon as hey, I'm just thinking like that cartoon. Hey, as soon as you ain't got no money, Kyle don't care. Hey, that's how America is. Hey, Kyle, your boy, America's your boy all the way until there's nothing there that he can benefit off of.
I was watching this show called Key and Peele, where they needed military. They wanted to ask the U.S. for military might because, you know, they were getting raided by other countries. It was all like, can you please help us? It was like, America's like, nah, thank you for the tour, but we have oil reserves. He's like, oh, call on the Air Force. And I'm like, but you know, if you can't provide nothing to a war, she ain't gonna help you. So like I said, that's how this place is. Put that shit on. Put that shit on there.
Can you grab that Psalms? You got something? 7 and 13.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7 and verse 13. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors.
Okay, so arrows are your missiles. Now I want you to we're not gonna do it now, but you can look this up in the blue letter, but we're gonna look it up in the same version NIV and see what it says. Because the NIV version, he already got it.
Which one is the NIV? Got the ISV.
Well, that's how far it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you can grab it NIV now. Psalm 7 and 13. Yeah.
You say NIV?
Come. The word persecutor is what you want to look up in the blue letter when you get a chance. The NIV does a better job of translating this verse better.
This is Psalms chapter 7 and 13. It reads, he has prepared his deadly weapons. He makes ready his flaming arrows.
And also, right, yeah, that's good. So he makes his flaming arrows. So now that's different than what's here in KJV. It talks about the arrows, but they're flaming arrows. Why? Because these ICBMs, they have these ICBMs. It contains fire, and guess what? These fires are going to blow up. This is how. This is how this place is going to be completely disintegrated. This is how the lake of fire is going to be created. You know, this place here, America, is going to be destroyed. But when you look at everything that's going on in this place, it has to be destroyed. You got, you know, this confused ass woke Gen Z that want to be called whatever, all type of pronouns and all type of genders that they think there's 2 genders. It ain't no 22 genders and 64. Right. It's confusion. You know, nobody cares about you being offended because you want to be called, you know, whatever sexual orientation you want to be called.
Them and they.
Right. Bro, I done see some. Right. Some of the stuff is just weird. You got men chopping off they rods and right,
68.
And getting breast implants. You got women trying to be men. You know, this place has to be destroyed.
There's 68 terms that can describe gender, identity, and expression.
Wow.
What?
I thought it was 64.
68.
Yeah, I had another thought. That's many different philosophies of this place right there that have to be done away with. Because look at all the abomination that's being happening right now. Hey, the Most High don't get it wrong when he makes you a man or a woman.
Yeah, you don't get it wrong. That demon on you is the one who's fucking telling you that weird shit. Talking about, I feel like I should have been a woman. Well, nigga, your feelings are lying to you. Stop that shit. You feeling that demon. You're not a woman. You're not. I feel like I'm a man. No, you're not. You got a little fucking vagina down there, bitch. You're not I feel like I'm more masculine, bitch. No, stop that. You got women out here with more beard than I got, bro. I don't know how they got that shit.
Glorilla, her deep her voice is.
Yeah, you hear her when she refuses.
Some women have to take like hormone, whatever, to have a deep voice. It comes natural to them. So when you have a woman that takes those hormone
testosterone,
testosterone shots and all those different things, they take on those masculine traits. And it's actually easier. The diet alone is jacking up the hormonal balance of a lot of these people, man. So imagine when they add extra supplements on top of it.
Can I say something with that? Because you said something in the sense of that. I just happened to let this video come on. Y'all remember that dude with the ponytail, the scientist, black scientist with the ponytail with the frogs and shit? Nobody remember that. What happened was the water that we drink, it made it was they put that frog in it, but the frog was 2 males, and one male, one of them turned into a one of them. Because I ain't exactly hear everything, but I remember years ago, and it came on this week, and he basically showed that the male frog turned into a female frog. Shit. Yeah, and he was just laying eggs.
That's crazy.
Man, this man do a diligent search to do all type of wickedness to figure out how he can, all the way down to if you hungry, a sign of Burger King or McDonald's or something like that, the colors. This man does a diligent search to figure shit out all the time. You think those Frankenstein movies, it's alive? What you think he was doing? Body parts from Frankenstein. To see if you can bring, I ain't gonna say that happened, but he was always testing and experimenting on a lot of things. But them frogs basically turned to a male into a female frog. I can't tell you how could a frog totally change and start laying eggs? I mean, a male frog. Yeah.
Real quick, because there was a study basically, or it was a video, like the brother says. Basically, after they did that testing, they found out that the frog can basically change its gender by switching its organs. They were putting frog DNA inside of food in the prisons.
Wow.
And it was effeminizing a lot of those men, and that's why those men were walking around being hoes in the prison system. So this devil has a lot to pay for, man. And like the brother say, they do a diligent search. A lot of different particles and things that they put inside of fast food that make you feel sick, or it may, you know, jack your insides up.
Also on the
A
food,
lot of that stuff is made up to keep us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans from repopulating, because we are populating more than natives. You know, a lot of this is made for us to have a lack of sex drive. You know, especially men. Most of the food have what's that? No, that shit that's in women. Estrogen. Yeah.
soy, which is soy. Yeah, it's soy. Majority of your food that we eat has soy. Back of everything has soy in it. Some shit that shouldn't even have soy in it. And on the food tip with the coloring, they make it more appealing to your eyes to eat it. A lot of this food that we have has food dye in it, so it can appeal to your eyes. But you're not supposed to be consuming that amount of dye just because it looks pleasant.
That's why McDonald's is red and yellow and make you think of ketchup and mustard.
Yep.
Jake love
Yep.
burgers.
It give you that. It makes your mind go like, oh, I should get that, because it's appealing to you. It's appealing to your eyes.
And the more and more they keep putting these chemicals and compounds in the food, hey, it just makes us weaker and weaker as a whole.
And even though it was to attack us, it has affected the whole world. It's on everybody. It's on the Edomites. It's on everybody. It has affected their own, and it's affected the entire planet Earth, man. Even though they are trying to destroy Israel, but it has affected everyone, man.
This is going to be the book of Deuteronomy, right? Deuteronomy, what is it, chapter 30, and verse 2? Yeah. This is real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee will persecute thee. Just to add on to what the brother Ariel was saying, yeah, it was meant to destroy Jake, but eventually it affects everyone.
It affects everyone. This devil he's destroyed the nation of Israel, but he has really destroyed the entire inhabitants of Earth, man. It's not just this shit has affected everyone on the planet. The McDonald's has affected Edomites. Is it affected the Chinese? The fucking Burger King has affected everybody. The Taco Bell, the chemtrails in the air. It has affected everyone, man. It's destroying life itself.
Isaiah 24.
Yeah, Isaiah 24. Yeah.
They take away a lot of the food, the nutrients from food, where you don't have anything to prepare your body well. The food, the ground doesn't have proper silica in it because they done raped the hell out of it. You know, it's supposed to have gold and silver. You're supposed to even be having it when you eat your food, right? That's why you have what they call a land sample, right? It regenerates all that after a couple of years. You take gas, sometimes gas go around so many times, it takes 20 years to get to the same spot that they started at. Because there's land sample. Every 6 years you'll farm, and then you'll go let the land rest and go to another. And then you'll do it again, and you'll do it again, and you might end up 20-some years later back in your old spot because there was so much land around. But we don't have that. We're digging out of, we go by a garbage dump every day down where we travel.
75.
75,
Yeah.
right? And it's two of them, one on the east side of Detroit, one on the west, one on the south side, one on the east side of Detroit. Yeah. And we don't live here, by the way. So so it smell. You see the seagulls, you see all the birds and all that. Those birds ain't even getting no type of nutrients. The birds shouldn't eat no goddamn. They eat plastic. They eat everything that goes with it.
It's so much shit going on over there. It's a salt mine. It's a garbage dump. and it's gas that they're ripping from the earth.
Yeah, and that's a big old super bomb.
That's a big explosion right there.
That's, you still smell the fumes in the air.
Yeah.
Right when you go by, these big ass drums, bigger than about as big as the second layer of that building with the glass at right there. They probably bigger, and it's like a ton of them. They painted all over. Yeah, only one now.
And one time it actually did blow up a little bit.
Yeah.
They had to quarantine the area.
Oh, for real?
It's people that live over there though.
Yeah.
People that live over there.
Gonna take out this area too.
Yeah, that shit gonna fuck some shit up.
Not too long ago.
Right.
That was like a year or two ago. Something blew up over there. They had to block that whole area off.
Somebody over there smoking cigarettes by the day. Oh, what is this? Dudes don't smoke by? It ain't happened the other time. See somebody just running through. But yeah, brothers was on. Well, y'all gonna.
Nabala had a precept. Yeah. Well, Nabala had. Yeah, I heard him first.
Y'all keep an eye on our bags, y'all.
I got it.
Moving forward a little bit.
This is Second Esdras 15. Now I'm gonna start at 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." That's just laying back on what the brothers was talking about, how everything that's got to do with wickedness basically started here in America with the McDonald's and so on and so on. It started here, but now that vibration has been pushed out to these other nations, and to do what? Yeah, their ultimate goal is to destroy Jake, but they also have to start destroying these other nations and people as well with all this shit they got going on. And that's why when you continue to read, it says, "Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness," because if Esau continues to do the things he was doing, the world wouldn't abide forever, like the scriptures say. The world would literally be destroyed. And just go back on what the brother talking about the food. I was thinking about that, like when you eat food, you shouldn't.
Shouldn't be hungry.
Yeah. You shouldn't be sleeping. You shouldn't be slothful. Like food should be having you feeling good. When you're like, ready. I'm about to go ahead and tackle it. You eat one burger, now you like, oh shit. But that's all them trying to destroy us. When you sleeping it off. Not all that food is staying up on you. You're not being active, and it's destroying your bodies, and it's causing you to be unhealthy more than healthy.
A lot of these foods have chemicals in it though too. Like even meat, their steak has steak meat glue. You eating that shit too. You eating that. You're eating the glue. You're eating that shit.
I was gonna say, because the majority of all these foods are GMO, genetically modified. You know, back when I was a little kid, man, they had watermelon that had seeds in it, grapes that had seeds in it.
You got avocados without seeds in them now. That shit is crazy. They got seedless avocados. They got seedless. They had them. Yeah. It's,
like seedless grapes. I used to hate to bite the damn.
I did too. I thought it was annoying.
You know the breed.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be. Bananas are supposed to have seeds in it, but you don't see no fucking seeds in bananas.
Got Sirach 38. Now I'll just get to the point. 40. And it says, "The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not arbor them." Like, abhor them. Because
I don't.
like
That's
said, all
all
our
I'm
fruits and vegetables, bro, they
That's
have
all
a lot of great characteristics.
Okay.
They heal you. They say carrots supposed to be good for your eyes, but not everything is just making you sleepy. It's making you destroyed. I saw this one video where some guy put like some paint and made basically some fake lettuce. I was like, damn, bro, some green paint, some something, mixed it, made lettuce out of it. It looked like real lettuce. And I was like, man, these devils gotta go.
I can't believe it's not lettuce. There's all type of different things that Esau has mimicked to make it seem as if it's the original, right? He wants to make things better. Our fruit lasts longer than organic fruit because it's modified, but it has no nutrients. It's you know.
Like Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
Beyond Meat is bullshit.
Impossible.
Impossible meat. You really shouldn't be eating that shit. That tofu, just tofu
soy.
It's soy. That shit is not good for you, man. I see that shit at my mom's house. Like, cause you don't really know, like chicken. It's not. You don't really know what they're doing with this shit, man. They don't tell you the breakdown of how they're making it stuff. They're just saying that it's not meat. What the fuck is it? What type of vegetable is it? But it still has the same amount of fucking that big bulk paragraph of ingredients.
You can't pronounce.
Yeah, that you can't pronounce. So what the fuck is it? What are you feeding people? They got these one thing that Kevin Hart promotes, the fake egg, the egg thing. You just squeeze it and you put it on a pan. It's just egg. It's called egg some shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's like egg something. Kevin Hart's always with it.
You know what? When I first started chasing my diet, I used to eat shit like that,
Yeah.
with no yolks in it.
Yeah, that.
Egg whites. Egg white.
It's,
That gets you, because I know, I had man, I just came from that I had to go to the doctor's office. I had to. Like cholesterol through the roof, or everything. Everything that you need to do is basically your body. You eating everything to even try to feel the substance in your body. So, now you gotta really, like, you gotta check you gotta actually eat right. You gotta leave you eat, man. You gotta stay away. You gotta get the meat out your mouth a lot of times. Them brothers say pause, but we know what we're talking about.
I got to roast up.
You gotta do that, because, man, hey, the stuff we drink, eat, we don't know nothing but comfort food, what they call it out nowadays. This is comfort food. A quick burger get you satisfied and you hungry 2 hours later. Now you look in the refrigerator, then realize you just open up the refrigerator to look for something to snack on. An hour and a half later, ate the Chad burgers, with the burgers that the brother like to go over here.
What's that place? Shake Shack.
Not even that one. This is the brother Dwight. He love those big ass burgers over there on the other side of town.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Oh, man, dumb Big Bird.
Big retard burger. But you be hungry after you eat.
You hungry after you eat.
You be hungry as fuck.
It don't even be that long after you eat.
Like 30 minutes.
You 30 minutes. You ready to, hey, bro, look at another brother plate. You still eat.
Can I get a piece of
Yeah, can I get a piece of chicken? They offering it already.
Just ate a fat ass burger. I'm kind of hungry still, bro. They're full.
Right here, look at that brother face. He said, he just admitted it. Yeah. You look at that brother plate. You look at his face because you getting hungry. You're hungry. Chinese food, really don't know what we eat there. Man. Cervical spines, all type of stuff. We don't know.
I'm like, what did you do?
I'm foul.
Man, what did you get? Now you do say that. What did you get?
I just put that as part of that too.
What did you get?
That's because this world is polluted, man. Like it says in Micah 2 and 10, the earth is polluted because Esau has polluted everything from the water to the food to the mines. That's why he must be taken out of power, man. He must be pulled out. I got this real quick. This is Revelation 11 verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. Why are the nations angry? Because the philosophies that have come out of America has destroyed the planet Earth. Now that it's coming out that there's really only like fucking I think a brother sent it in a group chat, there's like only 6 or 8 food major companies. They're not like they're all major corporations like Nestle and shit. They all own these and Pepsi, they all own these other corporations, but they may call it a different name, but they actually own it. It's just branched off.
It's like a family tree.
Yeah.
You got one title at the top, Pepsi, and then Pepsi on this,
Pepsi on
and
that.
then they own that.
It's like the big three. Like Chrysler owns Dodge, G. Hey, it's just like with these companies. Yes,
Foot Lockers got Champs.
But yeah, they have these major companies that they just branch off. Like for another example, like Match.com own all the dating sites. They own all of them. They're all just branched off for Match. They only don't own one, and that's Bumblebee. They don't own one, but all the rest of them they own. So it's the same thing. They just have this one corporation, and they branch off from there. But
parent company.
Parent company. Exactly. Parent company.
Colgate owns something else, or something that owns Colgate.
Yep.
Procter and Gamble. They own a lot of different. And they wicked.
Yeah.
They're some wicked ones, man. It's just a whole. And then when you get the toothpaste, you get color codes on there. Red is what it's like the worst.
Yeah.
And you got it on the back of your Colgate.
Red, blue,
Yeah,
green.
and you know, and
They
then
ain't supposed to be all natural.
and we don't go on. We got to deal in the world that we in. We go inside a building that got dust that's from these shaving and paint, people hair. We don't have
Asbestos.
and we still going. They talk about levels okay for human body, but remember how many times you go into that building?
Yeah.
How many times every day you go into that building? This place got to go.
Yep.
You constantly go into a building that got asbestos going in your lungs. They say you can't. Don't mess with it if you don't mess with it if you have it. Like you can't mess that shit be everywhere, right? But it's already in a lot of these building stuff, right? They sometimes would they do cement it would they do cement it sometimes?
They supposed to remove that
Remove
shit, cut
it.
it out. And that's the reason why people are dying of that melanoma, that cancer, lymphoma.
There's a video. It's
They
all
get that from the asbestos.
from years ago. Our parents got to go to these jobs and shit that had these buildings that didn't have these codes. And on top of that, it still don't matter. They still got this. This place gonna have to go, man. I'm telling you. We give, like this brother said, the elder said years ago, we're going to keep in heaven now. We probably die breathing that air, right? We don't know about how our body can take. We so used to like what they call that, like what type of fish is that be in the swamp all the time?
What
Tadpoles and stuff.
It just a tadpole, a
Mudfish.
a catfish.
Catfish.
They be in that gritty grinding.
Yeah.
They love that, man. Nasty.
They supposed to.
They're supposed to.
But niggas want to eat it.
They want to.
And wonder why the oceans is so fucked up. Why are the oceans,
the lakes?
why the lakes are dirty? Because you're taking these animals that are not
Natural cleaner.
natural. Crawfish, motherfuckers love crawfish. The things clean the waters. And you
Lobster,
taking
crab.
that shit out and wondering why is the water dirty? Because you're taking out the cleaning agents of it. They good, bro. Yeah, but now your fucking water is disgusting.
They the bottom dwellers of the sea.
Yeah, somebody
Roaches
pull that
of the
real
sea.
quick then, please. That's Leviticus.
Yeah,
Leviticus.
Leviticus,
Because the Spirit said, "Get jump on that, get that from brothers." You hear that because you still got Israelites that watch our videos and still don't get that. You know? They still don't get that smoking weed is not a good deal, man. I smell weed every day at my dang on job, man. It's like push smoke the long guy. Dang, that shit is just like the regular air all damn day. You know, every all day, every day. And I hope you know no brothers out here watching this. I know you brothers ain't smoking that bullshit, right? Because first of all, that shit got bullshit regardless how they make it. You know, chemicals is not that, and you know it's supposed to be for medicinal. You know, but don't tell nobody that. Don't tell nobody that.
Yeah,
Right.
I think they just take more THC out of it or something.
Yeah.
You gotta smoke even more weed to get high now.
So you
Damn.
can keep coming
Yeah.
back. You know, brothers, they be like they don't even want to be there. You know what I mean? They go get it from the hood cat.
Also, when they go down, I heard they got
Estrogen.
Yeah,
Estrogen.
everything, man. Plastic bottles got estrogen in it. You drink out of a plastic bottle.
Oh, as you
BPA, all that shit, man. You gonna start getting more precepts.
He got the
Leviticus.
You got it right.
This is Leviticus chapter 11, verse 9. These, you want me to get the waters, right?
Yeah, give me the waters. I give you.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins.
You know what? Jump to 7. Go back
Jump
up to
to
7. Go to 7.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
You might as well get this. Just go the whole thing. Yes, go ahead. That needs to be made a point.
Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine,
That's crazy.
though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right. You choose not to eat that grass.
Grass.
Go ahead. Right.
He is unclean to you.
He's unclean. So it's what you're looking for. what did he say? He closed not the, he don't eat the cud. He looked like he got the couple parts, but he don't have everything. Yeah, he got the little split hook, right?
But he don't chew the cud, meaning he eats whatever. He eat whatever that he see. A pig will eat you.
Yeah.
Give him opportunity. He will eat your ass. He will bite your leg off. He'll bite your arm off. He will eat your whole. He'll start from the bottom to the top. A pig will eat you, man. They will feed dead babies to pigs, man.
John, I remember in Silence of the Lambs, they had that thing where they could feed humans to pigs.
He got something extra.
I pulled up this little article. It's what is cud and why do cattle chew it?
Yeah.
It says, have you ever noticed? Let me just get to the point real quick. It says the reason is that cows must chew their food twice in order to digest it properly.
They regurgitate it, chew it back again. So they breaking that boy up in a very small compound. Go ahead. Wow, what you looking at? That's the beauty of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
It says cows spend nearly 8 hours out of the day chewing their cud. This plus normal chewing of food total up to 40,000 jaw movements per day.
40,000 jaw.
Damn.
So that
they're breaking it down.
Yeah.
You always see cows.
Yeah.
They had the cow. You know, Esau had the cow. He just had his jaw just looking at counting that shit. 40,000 guys. Right about around 40,000. You know, he's Shalom Mark. The brother bringing some good old. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
All right, I'm going back to Leviticus 11 and verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
And why? Why? Because it doesn't chew cud, and also because the Lord said don't fucking do it.
That's
nigga.
right.
The Lord said don't do it. Don't do it, nigga. Yeah. It don't matter what it tastes good. The pepperoni is delicious. The pepperoni is delicious and all that. Nah, man. The Lord said don't eat it because it doesn't chew the cud. It doesn't chew the cud. It will eat anything. And pigs also, they don't have what's that shit? Sweat glands. They don't sweat that shit out, man.
As soon as you get over here.
So all of that bacteria, all of that the toxins inside,
it stays in them.
It stays inside them.
And
the water, bro.
And like the scriptures, like not the scriptures, but it's the saying goes, you are what you eat. They're eating grass, so that's good protein and good
fiber.
Get muscle fiber, good greens going into your body. A pig eats whatever. So whatever that pig just ate, you just took it in.
The crazy thing
Meaning if he ate some shit, if he ate a dead body, you just took that into your body.
Yeah. So you think about human DNA. So you think about human DNA. You think about just everything that this is part of what we don't know. That's why they say, hey, we take the McDonald's and we give it to you, and you eat it, and we put the humans in it. You know what I mean? Whatever. Go ahead, bro.
It says they are not
what you eat.
Yeah.
They are unclean to you. Verse 9.
No. Yeah, go to just read it. Go through.
This it. Yep.
Hold on. Go back up.
Go back
up
again.
Unclean to you?
Yep. You want me to read it again?
Read 7 all the way to 9.
Gotcha.
Go read all the way.
Leviticus 11:7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to
so
you.
You cannot eat swine, Israelites. And I ain't talking to the world. Israelites, you Israelites. I'm talking about Israelites with these garments on. Okay, that's a man. I'd have seen them guys at my job eat a piece of bacon. You know what I mean? I'd have seen them. You know, real bacon. You know what I mean? All that bullshit, man. I eat a little bacon once in a while. A little bacon get you fucked up. Right? You guys know that because that's the basics of being an Israelite. A lot of y'all know that basics of being. Y'all know what's the basics of being an Israelite. What's the basics of just some of the color scriptures and things like that. That's a lot of what y'all know. Y'all learned that from the beginning, man.
Yep.
All right, and immediately y'all learn all that stuff, and then but that's why we know a lot of you guys ain't learning. We know a lot of you guys ain't learning because we know y'all just stand out there, y'all look for the gimmicks, y'all looking for the next march, to go down the street purpled up, all right, like you're cute all right. Oh, that Q Dog is gold. You want purple? Okay, Q Dog. Yeah,
Whatever.
whatever. We don't care. Shit. So y'all look for that. Y'all look for this. When it's don't when y'all don't understand the gift that is to hear. And a lot of times, because you in some of these camps, a lot of you guys ain't hearing what the word is. And then you got Al-Azhar saying that the elders lost what? What they lose? What the elders? They said they lost their. What Al-Azhar say about?
I'll stop watching.
Man, immediately you
I
saw
heard him say that about Farrakhan.
Oh man, he went there. He said they lost the.
Oh, he said they lost their formula.
Basically, the formula. What?
He said they changed their they left from their formula.
You left from the formula.
Like, what you talking
He
about?
left from the formula of the elders. It said, give me real quick, second chapter of Acts 2:41, I believe.
Hey, this is the same guy who had his Passover at
Yeah.
strip club.
Wow. They forget.
Right. It was a club where strippers are at.
Right. It was stuff with the
Right.
That's 3,000.
And he said that with conviction, like, yeah, like, I ain't do nothing wrong.
42.
Oh, 42?
42?
Okay, God. This is Acts 2 and 42. Wow. And they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine,
Right.
and fellowship, and in breaking bread and in prayer.
So continue in the apostles' doctrine. So who left the formula? Y'all looking for how excitement it be. We ain't in the church. This church, the church is outside. And y'all look at and every time Cardi B on there, the guy breaks down the Cardi B situation. What's his name? Al-Azhar. Or he just did Megan Thee Stallion, a 4-hour deal about her. Oh, my brother whacked 100. These murderers, man. You enjoy wickedness, man. Who deals with a man like that? Who deals with that? They want to be part of the chicks, because what it is next, I can see he wants, like Nate is getting that notoriety. He wants that notoriety. All of a sudden, he wants to be seen. They probably mad that they didn't get to talk to Kanye on that Clubhouse. I know that Clubhouse. They probably pissed off that they didn't get the interview they gave to Zariah. What his name? How you say his name? General Zariah. What they call him? Captain Zariah. Yeah, they probably didn't. They probably wanted that because he did a secondary, video like everybody else. Like he did everybody else. You know what I mean? So, they want. It's about a gimmick. It's about money. I'm telling you, man. But the elect know, man. The elect know, man. Lord willing, man. We those men. We're not out to be here. Man, hey, we look ragtag. This nigga got me tearing apart.
Ain't no
reason.
We don't need to talk to Kanye West to get the message out.
Right, we don't. But they want to because they're starstruck. They're looking for, and they can rebut. They're starstruck. They're looking for, they want fame. We gonna get fame in the kingdom.
And one thing I was knowing about it, every time I see a Sakai movie, a video, it be always rapping in it.
We gonna do the Lord's work forever.
Hey, it's about putting the word out, giving the message that Yahweh sent me out. So I want to get out. We ain't here to entertain you. We ain't here for your music.
We not. We trying to spread the word of the gospel, man. That's it. And everybody think that. Hey, now you know everybody walking the field. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if they paddy wagon it out.
Yeah, they've been patrolling all day.
Yeah. We don't care about that. That's still a guy. You know what I mean? Because
They're probably the new guy.
Yeah. They got them.
Precept.
Foot patrol. They witnessed. They knew they still coming from the world for real. What the next thing they want to do? They want to take. Because nobody seen that chick that Edomite that just straight up just peered at the brother when he was sleeping. He had that devilish. I saw that shit. He was already ready to kill. He was all ready to kill, man. He ready. He at home with his swastikas and shit. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't trying to cut you off, bro. But go ahead and say what you were saying, bro.
I forgot. They jumped out of the trucks.
Oh, okay. Okay. So go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, in verse 13, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. And that's we learned this from the apostles and those of the great millstone. See, and we were assured of it because when we were taught, when we was told certain things in the scriptures, we actually did the research. We looked it up for ourselves. See, now we understand. Oh, hey, this does mean this. Rape is in the Bible, even though that's not what we push, but it's in the Bible. If this happens, this is the consequence.
Here we go. All the way.
All right.
69.
Yeah,
That's
he
it, man.
been in the military before. You know, that's why he looks like that. He got hit with
There's a lot of spirits out here.
Yeah, well, we got hey, fight that spirit. Okay.
We got summertime games coming out.
Like it's hot out here. It is cold. It's summertime demons out here today.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
Who had it?
No, you finish it off.
Can you read again?
Yeah, finish it off. Yeah, you went down to 9.
13.
13.
Oh, you going back to Leviticus?
Where you at?
I was in 2 Timothy.
Okay. We wanted to get the fish too.
What's this?
Water.
Leviticus 11 and verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters.
So catfish can't be eaten. All the things in the waters, they gotta be fins and scales. That would get you. That get you. That's why it's so easy. The Lord make everything. It's simple. Fins and scales. Don't if it ain't got scales, you can't eat. Let the mug. Let it do its job in the kingdom. I mean, in the kingdom is only gonna do its job. All right, all day. All right.
And we brought that out earlier in the parable, Matthew 13, right? The kingdom of heaven is like a net that gathereth. So when you go out and you fish, hey, back in the ancient world, you cast that net into the sea, you gonna catch all of that stuff. You see? But you're supposed to cast all of the bad back into the ocean. And then with whatever had fins and scales, which is the good, put in your vessel and you take back home. It says, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. You see? So anything without fins and scales is considered an abomination. Man, look at the shit in the sea, man. Be crawling and creeping.
Octopus.
Crabs. Bro, there's a king crab shortage right now. You know niggas is about to go crazy. They can't eat king crab with extra milk butter.
Man, see this world, man. All you can eat shrimp and shit. Like I said, that's those. They're cleaning agents, man. That just shows like how the order of this world is, man. So you're not supposed to eat pigs. Y'all were getting all the like things that can do. A rattlesnake can bite a pig. You know, when a pig won't die. Like I said, the brother said, you are what you eat.
So that's part of that. That destruction of Israel, and that little, like I said before, that little bacon is the same thing as a lot of bacon, right? I can put some bacon. I don't eat it all the time, but the thought that you think is okay, you smash it anyway. That's
selfish too, because here it is. When you eat whatever you want to eat, first of all, you'll get sick, has long-term health benefits, because you ain't about to drop dead if you eat pork right now. You eat pork right now, it's not like you about to catch a cold at the moment. Even though the Most High can strike you down. But what happened is, a lot of times you'll have long-term effects. And now, guess what? Your grandparents and your grandma got it. And now you got to look after them. So they got ailments that they wouldn't necessarily have had, and you got to take care of even earlier, simply because they're stubborn and want to eat whatever hell they want to eat. So now, you got to look after them because they were smoking. Now they got lung cancer. Now you got to take care of your mom or your grandmama earlier. When you got some elderly that's alive and vibrant at 80 years old and still can get around and still somewhat independent. But now because you did whatever you wanted to do, it's only a little bit of bacon, it's only a little bit of shrimp, and all that little bit, and it's only a little bit of abortion, it's only a little bit of this. And so now you 60, bro. Jake be beat down at 50.
Yeah.
I be seeing that at my job.
40,
Jake
45,
be beat down
45.
the hell.
45.
Like with a cane and walking.
Out of there.
Just do whatever the hell they want to do. And you have to, no. Scripture says we will eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. So that is true. But you can do a lot better to eat. Even the utensils that we use to cook in, like aluminum, that's not good. If you look in the scriptures, the temple they had brass utensils. You had right kind, and that's good. Even we was going over a class. Even the molten sea outside of the sanctuary that was made out of brass. It was contained water, and that purifies water. When you cook and brass, that helps and it's a lot better than cooking in an iron skillet or aluminum. Those ions bond with the other ions, and it helps to purify it. But here we are. We have the absolute worst of the worst. Eating cooking out of aluminum pans, and a lot of times too is that aluminum foil, and you have a lot of times, well, especially these restaurants, they use those same pots pans to cook other abominations in. Right. So that's not even good. As well. We can
cross contaminate.
Real quick, just to add to the point of the fish, he says catfish have fins but do not have scales. These scavengers are predominantly bottom feeders and have digestive systems designed to absorb toxins from the water. Clam, lobster, shrimp, crab, mussels, and squids do not have skins or fins and are believed to be highly toxic. They naturally absorb all the toxins in the water they live in. Believe it or not, lobsters and crabs are crustaceans.
Yep.
Crustaceans and are part of the arthropod family, which include caterpillars, cockroaches, and spiders.
So y'all eat sea roaches.
Yeah.
I got some too.
But and the opposite is just to get to the clean foods. It says clearly the log live. This is going up in the article. It says clearly the lawgiver speaking about Moses knew something that they have taken scientists years to discover. Now we know that fish with scales and fins are equipped with a digestive system to prevent the absorption of poisons and toxins in their fresh from the water they call home. So they absorb the clean water and take that in, and they don't absorb the toxins.
But it says that they have a digestive system.
Yeah.
Your digestive system is what allows you to release those toxins.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have creatures that don't have a proper digestive system and they're sucking in those toxins, the toxins is inside of that meat, inside of that flesh. So if you're cooking it and you're eating it, you're eating toxins, man. That's why a lot of these people have these health issues.
That's why it's heavy. The major killer ain't the C19. The major killer is obesity and diabetes and heart disease and
high blood
cholesterol.
pressure.
Those things are the biggest killers in the world, man. Because of the foods that these people eat are really killing them. And because you're not eating healthy foods, you're eating abominations.
Oh shit.
Continue on this. It just gives a few examples of, it says flounder, cod, what's this? Haddock and salmon are a few examples of fish and with scales and fins. So those are just a few examples of animals that fish that you can eat, because the rest of the shit, a lot of the things in the sea you can't really eat because of it's just
Right.
it's just bad.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
that's
keep
crazy.
going. Go on, said he had.
Yeah. This is from history101.com. It says lobster is a delicacy today, but it was once prison slop. I ain't gonna read it all, but read just a little bit. It says lobster today is common. Lobster today is common on the menus of gourmet restaurants. It's expensive food. This delicious seafood is most commonly enjoyed by the rich and powerful because they are extremely pricey. But do you know that before the mid-1800s, lobsters were considered to be undesirable and too plentiful that only those without financial means eat them, such as the poor, slaves, and prisoners. So this was nothing. Okay, yeah, we about to go to Red Lobster because that's where the NB loves to go. That's they go-to place.
Or these new places where they do the whole pot, they do that.
Oh, the seafood boil, shit.
Gumbo.
Yeah, all that shit. But that's a new popular thing right now. They got a couple of restaurants that have opened. That it's just a big seafood fucking abomination bowl, man. It's fucking disgusting. But what the brother just brought out, I didn't even know. That was basically you down in the dumps, like that. You struggling.
So because it said that
Because you can't like the brother said, they're so plentiful. You can't just find those. You can just walk on the shore. Oh shit!
Give it to the prisoner.
You can be walking on the ocean shore and just see the shit. Okay, shit, man.
Chris wash up on the shore all the time.
Yeah, that was it. Living in the fucking sand, hiding and shit, hiding from your ass. Hiding.
Hey, and another fact, speaking just on that topic,
Shit.
like I said, it's like I go to the South where, you know, people, and this is the term they use, is called noodling, where they'll catch catfish. Like they'll put their hands and they'll grab it. That's how they'll fish for catfish.
Oh, yeah.
But it comes to a point when the catfish gets so big that you shouldn't even touch it, because you eat it, you'll just die. That's how toxic it is.
And even to the catfish can get as big as a person. They can eat you. They can eat you. There's stories of catfish eat people. The things can get big, man. They will eat your ass. They will open their wide ass mouth and eat you, man. You will be in that motherfucking stomach digestion.
And some are like actually dangerous.
You ain't supposed to be eating shit that has a possibility to eat your ass.
Can I say one thing? Possibly go in the graves and eat up them dead bodies. But I remember when I used to stay down in Texas, crawfish used to be everywhere. You know, anywhere it was a pond or whatever, that shit was down here. You know, and motherfuckers eat that shit.
Fish for that shit.
Crawfish? Crawfish.
We can't be up there. We get them from the lakes here too.
They're plentiful. They're everywhere. People find them. One of my old coworkers found a crawfish in his backyard, just living in the mud, living in the swamps.
I found frogs. So it gotta be moisture somewhere. I found frogs around the house.
If you have a marsh foundation.
We got some up here, matter of fact, they were trying to bring some up over there by Belle Isle.
Some crawfish to clean it.
Frogs.
Frogs.
Yeah, they ain't no frogs. It's like a big river though. It's not a swamp.
It's just in the middle of a river.
Yeah.
Belle Isle
Inside the middle. Yeah, inside. Yeah.
They were trying to bring frogs up here.
That's changing their habitat.
Any goose eat? No, goose ain't gonna eat those.
But that man, Esau, you my guy, because you promote this. You promote that these things are supposed to be eaten, because what do you see on the TV? Every time any commercial that you see is going to promote, if it's food, it's going to promote an abomination. No doubt. Then the motherfuckers ain't promoting nothing good for you.
Why everything gotta have bacon in it?
Right.
Pizza,
Everything.
chicken wraps.
You got bacon bits and smoothies now, bro? And milkshakes.
And milkshake. At Sonic, I think they got
What?
a milkshake with fucking bacon in it or something.
They got steak with bacon.
They got steak.
Bacon donuts.
Fall off the bone.
Just leave my shit. Hey, you do what you do, I do what I do. I don't want that shit.
I got something. We gonna go back to Revelation.
I was seeing that lady on Instagram say, why you eating that shit on your plate? Because they put it on there. And then the other lady said, you do what you do, I do what I do. You know, I don't do what they do. You know, and we don't do what they do. Hey, we eat. It's the reason why most High say don't eat pork.
Yep.
It's the reason why most High say don't eat none of that other stuff.
Bullshit.
Or bats. Hey, it's the reason. You know?
Hey, get this. Get that Ezekiel 4:13.
When you eat something, hey, make sure the blood is cooked all the way out of it.
Yeah.
You don't see the world promote vegetables or anything like that. You know.
I went to the doctor and he didn't say nothing about eating vegetables.
Take this clock shot.
Take this shot. We might need to cut you open, actually.
You might need that we need to do surgery. Right. Hangnail? Oh yeah, we need surgery.
Hangnail.
He told me to even work out. Look, he didn't say eat vegetables. He said
No fruit, no vegetables.
He said he could work out a little bit. He said he didn't say nothing about vegetables.
Vegetables.
Well, like get some vegetables in your system. You know, a beet is good for your blood. And, this is for that. They don't even know. Hey, let me go ahead and probably say 73 cc's of this, whatever that shit is, man. But you can pass out. You gotta.
If you don't eat right, even though we eat defiled food, do the best you can, because see, it's not going to be any medicine for you.
Yeah,
it's not going to be none of that. It's cutting off now.
It's something in the air, man. It's something in the air. I'm sick. I was sick like for a month and a half.
It's
terrible.
This year is different with
Yep.
Yeah, they had a couple schools closed down because everybody was sick.
Yep.
They didn't close down, but they closed them because there was too many kids who was getting sick.
Man,
at high school.
Yep. Lincoln High School.
Going to sleep and can't breathe. It's messed up, man.
That's happening not like at my job right now. A dude was off, he didn't came back, he's supposed to had the bid. But everybody at my job right now is getting sick. Now I don't know if they got the job or not, but everybody is getting sick.
They hitting us, man. Something, man.
And we just passing sickness at my job. It's like your turn, okay, my turn.
You get it back.
Right.
Pass it time.
Right. Because I'm seeing people, at my job, taking 5 days off, and I know they need it. They had to. People wearing their masks now all of a sudden.
Yep. Mask coming back.
I'm doing that. I'm
Voluntary.
I'm like, shit.
We wearing that.
Yeah, cold ain't cold no more. Cold ain't cold no more. That's
Hell
a month
no.
ago.
Hell no.
Super cold, That shit lasts 2 weeks.
3 months.
You hoping you could get one nostril open. Man, I was there for 32 hours a day. Couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
24 hours at a time. Straight, can't sleep.
Your nose irritated.
Yeah. They say your nostrils get inflamed.
Yep.
That's why they give a little syringe and try to get on.
So that's what happens. Everything is inflamed, man. Really, when you don't even really pick your nose if you do wash your hand before you do. Because that whatever we touch, I don't know. It's a.
I'm a janitor. I already know how they do.
Yeah, and we touching people, we touching doorknobs, and we doing it so
That's
fast.
why you wear gloves
You
and-
face.
You sign in at your job, you put your hand in that thing.
Yeah,
on that phone,
Right. That's
Everybody
crazy.
do.
disinfect that whole phone other than.
Get this Ezekiel.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, verse 13. And it says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I drive them."
So the Lord said that this will happen. We will eat our defiled. So this is a precept that goes to GMO. But the Lord said we shall eat our food defiled amongst the Gentiles. This whole world is defiled. Get that, Isaiah?
This is Isaiah chapter 24, and verse 5. The earth also is defiled under.
But then start at 3.
Isaiah 24:3. The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken this word.
Yep.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away.
The world is languishing, man. It's sick. It's sickly. It's weak. It has become weaker through age. And the earth's not really that old, man. It's not really that old. It's only about 12, 13,000 years old. That's not old. That's not an old man earth. That's a young man earth. But the earth ain't that old, man. But it's sickly. It's become weak through wickedness being polluted, through wickedness being promoted across the planet Earth. The world has become weak. And somebody actually get 2nd Esdras also. 2nd Esdras 14 and 17. Keep on that, please.
The haughty people of the earth do language.
The proud people of the earth do language, man. These people are proud upon the planet Earth, man. And through their pride has created this system we live in now, man. This system where we don't need God. We just need medicine. We can formulate or GMO anything. We don't even need food, matter of fact. We can just make it in a powder. And that's your food. And
grind it up. Supplement.
Fucking protein shake.
MRE.
A protein shake. That shit ain't food. I take it. But that shit is not food.
It'll keep you full. And then they got the synthetic protein.
Yeah.
And then they got the so-called natural.
It's fucking crazy. It's nothing. We live in this fake synthetic ass world, man. And this is all created and promoted through wickedness. This is not a righteous kingdom we live in. Keep going on that.
And it's even worse when they inject all these shots inside of you. Like to the 4th, 5th booster, I think they got going on now. Yeah, that's a lot. You had that one Atlanta Hawks announcer. He was talking next to Dominic Wilkins. Also, he started shaking. That shit like you. People are dropping dead from stuff that's getting inside their body. That's not supposed to be inside their body, whether it's by means of eating it and consuming it or injecting it willingly inside your own body, which that don't make no sense. You get long ass blood clots, that's like
stringy type
just
shit.
Super, just lungs, and everybody. Oh yeah, let me get another booster.
Right.
The scriptures say that the Lord made the medicine of the earth. He didn't say it. Fuck it. You got to grab that.
This is Sirach 38 and 4.
And let me say this real quick before you bring that out. On top of that being wicked, what's even more, what adds on to that wickedness is the trials and experiments they had to do to test these, basically test it up. They test on animals and stuff like that. And the thing is, they test it and it's still bad. But they'll test on animals, they'll have lab monkeys and or even sometimes lab rats. And the stuff that they do to these animals is cruel, is disgusting and inhumane. And then so now you basically you got a lot of these people who endorse that. But all right, so you endorse the shot, so that means you would have to also endorse the methods that they use to acquire the knowledge to find out what to do with the shot. So you have to endorse them. If there's a certain protein or that's found in this animal that has extracted out, then you have to be supporting that financially. You basically supporting it. But all of this stuff is completely just wicked.
And that's because we have similar DNA to a monkey. We're not monkeys, motherfuckers.
Right.
We're not animals. People have different Yeah, we're not Edomites either. We have a different structure of
Genome code.
molecular structure, genome, whatever you want to say. We're different from animals.
Spirit.
We're not the same.
Right, yeah.
We have a different spirit than these fucking animals, man. You can't
That's
just.
why you can take it. Our cholesterol is higher with certain meats than they can eat all type of wild shit, wild boar back with razor blade, Tuscan's tusk. They can eat those things, bro. They can eat all that, and guess who's gonna get the high blood pressure with the pork? Jake gonna get that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Over there, they out there eating rats like on sticks.
Oh yeah, sister wild, right?
Like corn on the cob.
Scorpions. They got scorpions, spiders.
They eat the shit out of that shit. Even ham out there tearing that shit up. Motherfuckers got the bone skeleton, and then we sitting there. Yeah, and brothers pass out by smelling by just getting pork chop after his you know, for the last time that year. You know, and they tearing up all type of weird shit, man. Weird. I see when I saw ham eat, I didn't realize. We already know that Moab do it. You know, then I saw ham had 3 sticks. Yeah, that shit ain't no sauce on it. That's all, man.
Damn, bro.
Go ahead with that.
Sauce
This
on
is Sirach 38:4. Yahweh have created, Yahweh Bashim Yashai have created medicines on the earth, and he that is wise
Let me
will not
interject.
abhor
Let me interject again, and thank you. It's like, can you read that from the top again too? But I just gotta say this. As much stuff we learn in school, we don't learn about. There's so many herbs around here that we don't know nothing about. We ain't learned about. Okay, this is what you take. You know, for when you have respiratory problems, if you have, you know, problems with, you know, this or that, we don't even know because it's not taught in school. You have to actually buy your own books or PDF books, or go online or YouTube or watch a herbologist talk about that. And then on top of that, Esau will kill some of these herbologists. They'll be like, no, that's not FDA approved.
So look at Dr. Sabi, man. He was a homeopathic doctor.
Which Dr. Sabi is a little bit. He knew his thing. Mucus, they say was this and that. He knew, but there's some other things about that mug that lump. He had some lump in there too. You know that leaven. He had that leaven in there, man. You know, he smoking weed. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Yeah, he could even grow his hair. I got a hair thing.
I remember. Go back to that. and oh, you saw it. Did he finish? Yeah.
No, I ain't finished it. This brother want me to do it again. This is Sirach 38:4. Yahweh have created the medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not hoard them.
And those herbologists, they killed a lot of them when they came, I think it was the Rothschilds or when they came into the pharmaceutical industry, they started killing them herbologists. They started getting rid of them.
They did a whole lot of that. They did a whole lot of that in Alexandria when they had the library there. They had understanding of herbs and medicine then. And where else? There's another place in the old world that they went in there and killed them off and burned out all the knowledge they had in there.
Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate.
And the native tribes had a saying for the French. They called them Autos or Pros, which is called the curse. The cursed people, because what they're doing to them was so cruel and evil. They're like, these motherfuckers are cursed. Something's wrong with them. They're not right in the head. And that's who's in power right now. And it says they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. They have broken the ways of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Shai, because they have the books, they have the laws, they have the standard that's supposed to be promoted upon the planet Earth, but they're not doing it. They're going against it.
That goes into Psalm 50 and 16, right? What hast thou to do to take my
Declare my statutes in thy mouth, seeing that thou hast no understanding.
Yep. Because Esau, he'll tell you that this is a God-fearing nation, but he don't upkeep none of the laws.
And he'll lie about the Most High. He'll lie about them. He'll talk shit about them. But in the same thing, we'll say it's a God-fearing nation. This isn't a God-fearing country.
God bless America.
God is not. God is. Hey, what does it say? What does it say? God is for our enterprise. The Most High, yeah, He's for the enterprise to destroy it, to get rid of it. Can you get? Oh, got a precept. Can you get that? And then grab a precept. That second Ezra.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 14 and verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
Yep, so now look how the world has become weak. Why has it become weak? Because of evils. It's evil. Evil has taken hold of the planet Earth, and now the world has become weaker, man. This land was probably flourishing, man. Even downtown Detroit, before all these buildings was here, this land was probably fucking flourishing. There's a river's right there. So it probably was greenery flowing through here, clear water. You could have had a settlement by the river, nice settlement, get some good fish out of there. But now look, we got these fucking giant buildings everywhere and polluting it, man. The grass can't grow, sewage is fucked up, the concrete is hurting your fucking feet.
Man.
Detroit was probably a very, very nice place at one. Yeah, America was at one point in time. It was beautiful. But Esau came over here and destroyed it.
My roses bloomed in late September.
Huh?
And at my house, they started blooming. What? They supposed to bloom in like in April. You know, then they still was living. They had to learn to try to live in November. They like real strong.
He said they had the nerve. We gonna hang it tight.
At the crib they had in front of the house, they lived. They just shriveled away like beginning of November, a little middle of November, man. They was colorful in the month. Just retarded. that's this place, man. That's this place. That's this place. And it affects you the same way.
Yeah. Right. If the earth is sick, you're going to be sick. Right. If you're living in a world where the earth is sickly and it's dying and it's polluted, you're going to be the same way because this is where you live. This is your environment. If you live in a dirty house and an unclean house, you're going to be unclean. You're going to be undirty. You're going to be not undirty, but you're going to be filthy because your environment is filthy. And that's why the Lord has to change and create the planet Earth in righteousness so we can be right and not filthy in the sight of the Heavenly Father.
If I could give an analogy real quick, imagine you have a fish tank, right? And the filter stops working, or you need to change the filter, right? It broke. After a while, it might be able to be clear, you might see it wherever, but after a few weeks, that thing gets filthy, man. You can't even see through the damn glass sometimes. So you have to change the filter, get a new filter, and it'll get cleansed, and then once that cycle, and it takes a while, it's not gonna happen overnight. But when the Heavenly Father sends these missiles over here to America, man,
it's gonna cleanse the earth.
It's gonna cleanse everything.
Because that smoke is gonna emit greenhouse gases, which is actually gonna make the earth grow and come back to its fullness. The earth is gonna be a whole new place, just like when it was flooded, it became a whole new place. The earth is going to be a whole new place once again. It's going to look completely different. The earth is going to look totally different. The fucking map the map is going to change because America is going to be off the map completely. It's going to be burned up. It's going to be a pile of, it's going to be what's that? Ophir. It's going to be Ophir, a pit of burning ash. That's what it's going to be. And that's because that's what the Lord has proposed for the most wicked society that has ever been established upon the planet Earth since the beginning of time. This time we live in is worse than the flood, man. This time that we live and walk about we don't even understand how wicked this society is, man. We just, we know a little bit, but this place is fucking outrageously wicked.
Hey, I remember Elder Apostle Ramlock talking about, hey, when this kingdom goes down, hey, we gonna go around this world renewing.
Yes.
You know, matter of fact, what's that scripture at? Where it say the food is death in the pot. And then the prophet put herbs in it and said it was okay to eat. Hey, we gonna go around to the world renewing the earth.
You want the revelation now?
After I
You know, another thing too, these the Earth magnetic field is weakening too. You know, thanks to Esau for that one. You know, you want to have, but when that happens, you know, that's going to when the nuke sequence placed and everything's restored, the Earth's magnetic field is going to be restored to the point that it's supposed to be at. Everything's going to be in perfect harmony once again. But it's going to take, you know, basically you have to destroy and rebuild. You know, and just like how, you know, we went through that, well, we're still going through it now, that furnace. You know, just like we got to get the impurities out of us, this earth got to get impurities out of it. You know, with the fracking that they're doing, they basically put chemicals in the earth. You know, so Esau is completely, you know, messing up the earth.
This is 2 Kings 4 and 38. And Elisha came again to Gilgal, and there was dearth in the land. And the sons and the prophets were sitting before him, and he said to his servants, set the great pot, exceeding porridge, and for the sons of the prophets. And one went out into the field and gathered herbs, and found a wild vine, and there gathered thereof wild gourds, and his lap full, and came and stretched them into the pottage, for they knew him not. So they poured it out for a man to eat. And it came to pass, as they were eating of the pottage, they cried out and said, O thou be a son of man, there is death in the pot. And they could not eat thereof. But he said, bring the meal, and he cast into it a pot. And he said, pour out for the people that they may eat. And there was no harm in the pot. So, hey, we're going to have a remedy for cleaning our radiation that's in the land. Hey, God, hey, we're going to be spiritually be able to do it mentally. We're going to cleanse this land. Hey, the world.
The Lord help me, probably still got stuff out there. I don't know all the herbs, but basically you get some cilantro and all the level like what I do. You get impurities and things like that. Viruses, you know, you can order all of oregano and stuff like that, try to knock it out. Right? But ultimately, we got to watch our health. Right. And that's ultimately, and that's, you know, because it's called fasting. You know, we got to use fasting. I mean, we can't eat some days, man. We got days that's about to come where you might not be able to eat very soon. Right? So, you know, if you snacking every day, you're not giving your body a rest. Right now is not the time. We got to exercise, and I got to exercise too. You know, like everybody else, we got to exercise our health, because even though the Lord is still He's keeping us now, because shit, we should be dead immediately for even touching. And I'm not just talking about spiritual. I'm just talking about for the stuff we eat. You know, that's why they say the angels marvel at us. You know, they like, ooh.
Hey, we really gotta.
I would never eat that.
And we really gotta, we live in a society now where really, because exercise doesn't really profit it much, you know. But however, you know, you don't get absolutely no exercise. Even like if you were hunting, that would still be some form of exercise, even though you're not doing something. But we don't gotta hunt. You know, we can get Amazon. We could just be sick, just be lazy as much as we want to be.
If you don't want to leave your house, you don't have to.
DoorDash.
You can DoorDash everything. You can DoorDash your groceries to your house. You can have a home job. You don't have to leave your house. That's the same. If you want to play some video games, you got online.
Yep.
They play sports, play PlayStation.
You want to get the scripture out?
Oh, yeah, real quick. This
Body exercise a profit a whole lot for some of you ISUPK fat motherfuckers. This is a whole lot.
okay. This Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 22. It is of the Lord Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed.
Right. Exactly.
Because his compassions fail not.
Yeah, and that's the grace and compassion and all over us right now. But when we gonna get out of this bind, be ready. Do the spirit of Yahweh Shimon Shah. So we gotta keep our minds clear, because that's food to fuck your mind up too.
Yeah, food for thought.
Yeah, food for thought. Yeah, for your mind to be tore up because you got all the poison, right? So, hey, and this is a good scripture the brother brought out for us, man. If it weren't for the Lord, we wouldn't. It's all about the Heavenly Father, how about Shimon Shah. Why we still here, still doing this work, still calling out. Even though we losing people, our families, and immediately you gotta understand, and you still surviving through all that shit. People just leaving, but you still here because you got a mission to complete. What your house I said when he was 12, they said, what he say, what he about? About the Father. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Good morning, Street Apostle. It was the great millstone. Peace, salutations to you, brothers, doing this work in sincerity and in truth. The hopeful elect, the brothers waiting every day patiently for Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai to return until we get out this place. And peace and salutation. Abba, 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 Abba,